What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Tonight for some Minnesota Wild, Seattle Kraken hockey here on this Watchalong. My name's Isha Dromi alongside Nate Thomas. Back-to-back nights here on the channel. How's it going, buddy?
Oh, not too bad. Just, living the dream with back-to-back nights of watchalongs.
Fun stuff. Thanks to everyone tuning in right off the hop. We got Lindsay McKinnon saying, "Hi, Nate."
Hey,
and
Lindsay.
just so everybody knows right off the bat, I mean, the boys TV is here. Of course he's here. I mean, it would surprise me if he wasn't here. And I'm guessing some of the regulars will join us. For those people who are in right now, just want to quickly say that we have a contest going on throughout this stream. All you have to do is predict the outcome of this game in the live YouTube chat. Say either the Minnesota Wild or the Seattle Kraken will win this game and give us your score prediction. We cut the contest entries 5 minutes into the third period, and in the post-game show, we will announce a winner. You have a chance to win this 20 miles, 20 smiles hat, courtesy of our friends at Gong Show Gear. So get your predictions in. Lindsay saying, just want to say hi. I will come back after the Preds game. All right, Lindsay. Thank you very much. Hey, get your prediction in for this game, though, if you want in on this 20 miles, 20 smiles hat. We also, of course, have a poll question on my Twitter page. The link is in the live YouTube chat right now, but you can also check me out at VI Sports Talk. It's pinned to the top of the page. Nate, we'll dive into it in this pregame show right off the bat. Which team has better center depth? And I say this kind of smirking because both of these teams have awful center depth. As you ponder that for a second, we're going to throw it back to the chat here. Again, it's a comment-driven stream, so you guys are driving the bus here in the YouTube live chat. We're riding shotgun here, sitting back, watching this game tonight with you. Richie says, let's get her going. Who should I bet on, boys? Ooh, that's a good question. James saying, couple beauties. A stats man here, James. What up, James? How's it going, buddy? Richie, that's a good question. I don't know, Nate, you're in Alberta. I'm in BC. Single game sports betting it's not easy for us up here in Canada. We have the daily fantasy. We got the daily fantasy from our friends at DraftKings, promo code THPN. But Richie, I'm saying if you want to play it safe, you want to just win a little bit, bet on the Wild. I really think they're going to be the ones who come out on top. But shoot, man, if there's some good odds on the Seattle Kraken, I mean, you might as well. I was betting on Detroit the other night to beat the Capitals. Now, it was only a 2-0 victory from the Capitals, if I'm not mistaken. So, I still think that was a smart bet. Molstar, what up, Molstar? Welcome back. Hello, let's go Wild. Yeah, baby, let's go Wild. You can tell what team Molstar is a fan of. But back to the poll question again. Minnesota Wild, Seattle Kraken. Which team has the better center depth? That will kick off this pregame show. Nate, who did you vote for?
I honestly, like you said, there's not a whole lot there. I got to go with the Kraken, though, man. Just purely because of Jared McCann and Yanni Gord. Those guys just, they play the position well, obviously. So I don't know. Just taking a quick look there. I got to go with the Kraken here. So I mean, it's not by much, but it's just that enough, right? So
you know what? You swayed me a little bit. There. Because Joel Eriksson Ek, as much as I love him, and I think he's a top line center because he matches up against top line centers. That's his thing. But he's not a bona fide superstar top center like we see on those cup winning teams. Victor Rask, as much as now he's just like a punching bag. He did have good. By the fans, I mean, he did have good chemistry with Kirill Kaprizov last year. He's not a really good center either. Bukestad, again, depth. Rem Pitlick, I mean, yet to be seen. He's playing on the wing tonight, and that's a topic throughout this stream too, because Minnesota Wild fans already given up on Rem Pitlick. Nico Sturm, love Nico Sturm. Has some of the best analytics. You hear that, James? Analytics in the league. But did you look at the two names, Jared McCann and Yanni Gourde? I mean, those are legitimate second and, arguably second and then bona fide third line centers where, you look at the Minnesota Wild and you throw Ek in there and the rest are they're just depth pieces, D-Pen, you know the drill, D-Pen. Thanks for joining us again. Already entering in the contest. Again, this 20 miles, 20 smiles hat, courtesy of our friends at Gong Show Gear. You predict the score in this game and the outcome, and you have a chance. You get thrown in to the hat. You get a chance to win this hat here. You can be strategic, and I know a lot of our regulars who join the streams here, they wait literally, until the end of the second intermission, Nate, and then we get a flood of entries. So that's okay. You can be a snake. The rules allow it, but get them in if you want to just go balls to the wall early. And Luke B, I know Luke B isn't a snake. 4-2 wild. Oh, I love it. All right, from a Kraken perspective, because I've been going off. Obviously, I'm the homer. I cover the Soda Pod for the Hockey Podcast Network. I brought Nate on here to kind of be the voice of reason for the other side. What are some things you're excited to see tonight for the Kraken? What are some of your concerns as we continue this this pregame show here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel?
I think for me, me, I'm a goalie guy, right? So I love watching the goalies and that sort of thing. And if I'm not mistaken, it is Grubauer starting tonight. I love watching that guy play. He always gives this Kraken team a chance, I think. But at the same time, though, as much as this defense has, I was even saying during our preseason episode, on the Quack Report, the show that I host, the THP and Anaheim Ducks show.
You're all over the place on the channel, though.
Yeah, exactly. The team looks really good, I feel like, on the back end, but it's just it needs that offense to really support it, and it hasn't quite been as much, which kind of then falls back on the defense even and that sort of thing. So that's, I think, why they aren't as great as they can be. But you know what? It's an expansion franchise team, right? Teams were a little bit more careful this time around compared to the Vegas one the first time. And, I think it's definitely showing. So,
yeah. And again, I'm not going to overly rip on the Kraken. Obviously, as someone in the West Coast here who does not root for them, and I'm a Vancouver guy first and foremost, again, cover the Wild. So that's why we're here tonight. I'm already they're already my rival. I'm already they have a beautiful logo, blah, 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 whatever. They're not even doing close to what Vegas is doing. So I scoff at them. I understand taking the slow approach, but I still think they could have fleeced some teams a little bit more in that expansion draft. They just haven't impressed me overall. And this season, not to say that I set the bar really high. I mean, I heard people being like, oh yeah, they're a lock to make into the playoffs. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? A lock? Yeah, Vancouver's not playing well at all right now. And I'll eat crow for thinking they were going to be a playoff team too. They could be out of it. And also eat crow for saying that Calgary in the Pacific wasn't going to do as well as they're doing right now, despite not all their pieces firing on all cylinders. Mm-hmm. All the Shillingtons are firing, as we saw last night, but not on all cylinders. So there are just some weird storylines that come out of the Pacific Division at the start of the season. We're not even at American Thanksgiving yet, so we're close, and that's when Bob McKenzie himself says you can start judging how a team in a season is going to be after American Thanksgiving. So I haven't been sold on the Kraken thus far. Players like Jordan Eberle, for example, which my co-host on the Soda Pod Hoppy thought I was crazy to think that he was going to be the one who scored their goals this year. And I said to him and everybody else, well, then who else? Who else is going to score the goals if it's not Jordan Eberle? Someone who, when he was with Edmonton back in the day, a young buck, rather, not under the Barry Trotz system, scored 28 goals. I don't know if he quite hit 30, but he was a 20 to 28 goal scorer. Mm-hmm. So the potential's there. The guy can shoot the puck, and obviously if he's going to get a lot of minutes on this team, he's going to be the trigger man. So I'm not surprised at all to see Jordan Eberle leading with 8 goals, and Brandon Tanev 6 is hilarious as well. The guy hustles, but there's not a lot of scoring coming from this team other than the 2 or 3 guys that we expected to out of the gate. So that's my concern, and that's why it hasn't been exciting hockey. And you're the goalie guy, so I'll throw this to you. I haven't been sold on their goaltending either, but I'm not the goalie expert.
Yeah, it's been, I don't know. Grubauer is for sure a good goaltender, but he's also not behind that Colorado team at this point. So I think we're really starting to see a bit more of what he's actually capable of. It's still pretty good, I would say, but he definitely does need some help in front of him there, I think. But yeah.
Yeah, Kate Berry, by the way, a Pens fan, also a Bemidji Beavers fan. By the way, the men's team today, they walked away with a win. I'm just saying, go Beavers. Let's go Bemidji. What's up, Kate? Thanks for dropping by. Again, get your score prediction and game outcome prediction in for a chance to win this hat. We still haven't given away. It's been like, what, 5 or 6 streams? It's, empty netters, Nate. That's what's been killing everybody. So, Kate, get your prediction in. NZA, hi, a nice jersey out there. Thank you very much.
Is it the one you're wearing or all the ones behind me?
Oh, actually, that's true. Clarify, NZA. Scott Scott's getting in. Scott knows the rules. 3-2 Wild overtime win. Getting specific with the overtime. I like that. Okay. Taking note. We got Scott here. 3-2 OT. That's what I'm commenting. And then Kate's getting her prediction in as well. 5-2 Wild. No comment on Bemidji. She's a Badgers fan, okay? None of that. Although the women's team, I will say, Wisconsin's absolutely killing it this year. So credit where credit is due. NZA, I'm going to go with a simple score. 2-1 Wild. Respectable. Right. They have been, and it kind of plays into the storyline where, like, we need more scoring from this team, despite the fact Ryan Hartman is literally carrying this team on his back, Mika Kippersoft style. That was an amazing quote you brought on the other night's stream, by the way.
From that skit the other night.
That was amazing.
Do you remember who did that skit, by the way? I don't remember who it was.
I don't.
Yeah, it was just like some comedy skit after that 0-4 run. I have no idea
it must
who
be
it
on
was.
YouTube
I just remember it, though. Yeah, it's got to be.
Oh, JT Brown is on Root Sports right now. That tie, my God, what a stylish motherfucker. Gorgeous. Kids in Wisconsin lost today. I'm not gonna say anything. It's a tragedy. At least sports fan Adam, the Kraken threw the game away against the Golden Knights the other day after playing well for long spells. Confidence is low. I expect Minnesota to do a similar job on them. Well, what a take, what a prediction. I love it. At least sports fan, thanks for joining. Drop an accurate prediction in this chat for a chance to win this hat. Anyone who's just tuned in, if you tell us your goal prediction and the outcome of this game in the chat, we're cutting the entries 5 minutes into the third period. You have a chance to win this 20 Smiles hat, courtesy of our friends at Gong Show Gear. So Ali Sports Fan Adam, the longest YouTube handle ever, get that prediction in and drop a sub and like on this channel as well. Rick Smith, what up, Rick? How's it going? Welcome back. Hey, THPN, how is it going? I'm back for a Wild game. Hope you get to see my Paul Henderson jersey. 3 Wild 2. I couldn't find it, Rick. I don't know where you sent it to. Try again is all I can say, or I'll hit you up after this and we'll figure it out, because I did find you on Twitter, but I couldn't find the images. So maybe I lost them. Maybe they're hidden in my DMs, but I do really want to see those pictures there. Rick also locking in his prediction. I love it. Thanks everyone who's joining the stream. This is going to be a fun one. As always, excited to have Nate riding shotgun alongside myself tonight. A lot of love for the Wild. Every single prediction is a Wild win. Every single one.
Hopefully it doesn't turn around on the Wild like it did for James and I last night doing the Calgary and Toronto one. I think we had one guess at a Toronto win. The rest were saying Flames, and 2-1 Toronto in overtime. That hurt to watch.
Well, what's funny about that stream is, like, you two are Calgary guys, yet all the views were from Toronto fans. You know it. You know it.
and then for like a half a period, we were talking Vancouver and that because of like Jacob Markstrom and Lyndon Vey and guys like that.
By the way, we have to have a conversation about Lyndon Wood from the Hood. One of these streams.
Okay. What is
wait. One of these streams, he'll be sitting in front of me here. We'll have the camera on him and you can meet him yourself. He's a goddamn legend, and every Calgary Flames fan should know this guy. Anyways, back to the comments here again. It's a comment-driven stream. You all in the YouTube chat, you are driving the bus. We're riding shotgun, cracking a cold one, sitting back, watching this game for you. Minnesota Wild, Seattle Kraken. There you go. Too much. Dare I say it? Too much crack. Brodin with an empty net goal to make it 4-2. Luke, didn't you already? You already got your prediction in. But Brodin, and that's funny because Brodin, I absolutely love this player. One of my favorite Minnesota Wild defensemen, if not one of my favorite defensemen in the entire league right now. Yes, I think he's that underrated. He scores empty netters. That's his fucking thing. I'm sure Sean Cosgrove will jump in here and correct me, but hasn't he scored like all of his goals being empty netters this year? If I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Rick Smith, no problem at THPN. Rick Smith, you're a goddamn beauty. Absolutely love it. Puck is going to drop soon here, Nate. Before we go to a quick break and we get to game action here, where we'll comment again on stuff that's going on within the game. But again, it's a comment-driven stream, so we'll let the chat dictate where we go with this show here. We'll take a quick break, between periods and intermissions, but we'll come back for the intermission. We'll cover the poll question. We'll go over this contest throughout this entire stream. And again, we're taking your live comments and takes here on the live YouTube chat. But before we go to break, Nate, anything else we need to dive into here on the pregame show?
I don't think I got anything else. I'm just excited to watch some damn good hockey.
Well, that's not what you're supposed to do. That's not what you're supposed to say when we're live for 3 hours. You got to just BS and talk something anyways.
I am okay. How about this? I'm actually genuinely excited that I don't really have a backing now to the Minnesota Mild joke that I've ran with for the last few years. I'll go with that. They've actually been a fun team to watch over the last little while.
It's funny. Jerem, who does the Windy City Benders podcast for the hockey podcast that we're covering Chicago Blackhawks. That's his shtick, because the Blackhawks just seem to have beefs with everybody. Like the Wild, that's one of their rivals. Vancouver, I mean, maybe not as of late, but because of those playoff series with the Sedins and Taves and Kane and whatnot, there was a rivalry there. And I feel like, especially these days, everyone just hates them, but that's for other reasons. But yeah, it irked me when he said that too. I'm like, you can't say that. You can't say that to someone who covers the Wild. Keep the chat rolling, ladies and gentlemen. We love it. Luke B saying Dumba with a clap bomb to make up for his turnover the other night. I have that in my notes, actually, Luke B, that Dumba, despite having, let me get it up here, despite having 9 points in his 13 games played, so he's obviously doing well on the offensive side, he's back to his old Dumba ways of just turning over the puck, and it was a really bad one, which obviously led to a goal against the Vegas Golden Knights. Keep the comments coming. Keep the chat buzzing. Again, it's a comment-driven stream. You all drive the bus. Get your predictions in 5 minutes into the third period. So you do have time. You do have a lot of time left, but 5 minutes into the third period, we cut the entries in for our contest throughout this whole game. Give your predictions in the live YouTube chat for a chance to win this 20 Smiles hat, courtesy of our friends at Gong Show Gear. We'll run down the poll question. We'll sit back. We'll relax. And we'll watch this game with you on the other side. Thanks to everybody tuning in. Drop a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel. And yeah, we're really excited to watch this game with you here tonight. Minnesota Wild, Seattle Kraken here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. The puck has dropped. We are back, and Hextall, damn, with the haircut and
I was just
nice
about to comment on that
cleanup
too.
job.
I was like,
Holy
is
moly.
that the nicest coach's hair in the league this year?
And his tie and shirt are just matching, the blue around Climate Pledge Arena there. That is unbelievable. The second match of this season, Seattle Kraken, Minnesota Wild. Wild already coming out with buzzing in the first minute with just a little bit more energy. The Wild are a weird team, Nate. The Wild are a weird team. And I'll get the statistics up here so everyone can follow us throughout this game. In the first period, they usually, and it doesn't matter if they're up against an elite team or not, they usually outshoot their opponent, whether they're high danger chances or not. The second period, they let them catch up a bit. And then the third, and I'm telling you, even though the roster's changed a bit throughout the 3 years that I've covered this team, it's the same pattern. And they'll win the game if they, push on the gas a little bit more in the third. They'll lose the game if they continue to play like they do in the second. It's the same thing every time. So I'm interested to see against this Seattle Kraken team, which, have to really rely on a two-way game and Jordan Eberle to score goals for them. I'm interested to see, how the Wild play here. But back to the chat, because again, it's a comment-driven stream. Ellie Sports Fan Adam says, "Thank you, brother. Appreciate it and love the channel content." Well, thank you very much. Seattle Kraken 3-4 Minnesota Wild. Okay, so I'm Minnesota again. This one a little closer, though. 4-3. So puck is dropped. Any opening thoughts on this game, Nate?
Well, I mean, you also know me being a massive Jersey guy. This is a beautiful Jersey matchup, I gotta say. Those Seattle ones, man, I can't wait to get my hands on one of those. It will happen soon. And same with Minnesota. Both their home and away jerseys are just beautiful, classic. Like I feel like if you had to give an image, honestly, to describe Minnesota, like just the state itself, I feel like you could actually show a picture of the Minnesota Wild jerseys, and it just gives you like that warm kind of like wintry feel, if that makes sense.
I see. I love that. That makes perfect sense. And it's interesting. Did you from the moment you saw this jersey, you knew it was a bear, right?
It took me a little bit, but eventually I figured
come
it out.
come on. It's so funny because I knew exactly what it was the moment I saw it. Yet I hear people like yourself who it took them a little while.
Close.
Again, I'm a little behind Nate here on the stream there. I just saw that as well. That's good. Cam Talbot in net for the Minnesota Wild, if I'm not mistaken, a courtesy of Daily Faceoff. And as I just see here, but you said it, man. Even on TV, like on television, these Kraken jerseys just look absolutely gorgeous. Look, I respect the Vegas ones. I don't really have an issue that much with them. And what a hit there.
Yeah.
Brandon Tanev just
stick on
absolutely just who was that? And he tried to kill somebody out there, blew up his stick in the process.
He saw the ghost.
Yeah, good pace of this game thus far. And again, like as a Canucks fan, and again, from a Wild perspective right now, like I got no love for the Seattle Kraken. I got no love for them. But I will give it to them. They branded themselves a lot better than I think the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas fits in Vegas, right? Like it fits in that market, but just from a pure like hockey guy and Canadian, a fellow Canadian, actually doing a stream here with a fellow Canadian. I love it.
Ooh, let's go.
Oh yeah. I absolutely love it. Back to the comments here. Again, keep the chat buzzing, ladies and gentlemen. It's a comment-driven stream. Richie said, taking the Wild in regulation plus 130. Yep, that's a good bet. Solid, Richie. Anybody else who's thinking about placing anything right now, courtesy of our friends at DraftKings. They support us, so please support them. There's a bet that you can absolutely place. So Jared McCann, it's interesting. He's bounced around now throughout the entire league. But do you think he's found his home now? Do you think he's here to stay for the Seattle Kraken?
I think he has, honestly. So because he was a guy that it sounded like they were interested in him from Pittsburgh as well, potentially. And and then Toronto brought him on so that they could protect other guys like Alex Kerfoot, which I don't know. That one still kind of surprises me.
Yeah,
but,
me too.
But they made use of it, right? And I think Seattle was kind of eyeing him the whole time. So it's nice for a player to actually be wanted by the team, especially in this, right? Because you could have a pick of multiple guys, right? And they decided to pick you. So
No, absolutely. So I have the lineups here. Jaden Swartz, Alexander Wenberg, and Jordan Eberle, the quote unquote top line of this team. I'm surprised Yanni Gourde is, and again, I guess the third and second line on the Seattle Kraken, they're kind of back. There's not really a second or third line. It's just the next lineup. But Jared McCann, Ryan Donato, and Marcus Johansson, I think Marcus Johansson's fallen off a lot since his time with the Washington Capitals. Yanni Gourde, though, and again, I've only watched a few Kraken games. I'm watching this game primarily through a Wild perspective, which is why Nate's riding shotgun here. Yanni Gourde, is he the player, that he was in Tampa on this team? Is he still surprising you? Is he still wowing you on this Kraken team? Or do you think it's taking him a little bit to get his legs under him?
From the few games that I've seen, I feel like he has still at least been noticeable. And I'm wondering if it's, his time in Tampa, because I feel like he could be a second line guy on most teams, honestly. I'm wondering if he played well actually against those third line guys when he was in Tampa, no matter really who he was with, I guess. But
and he's still putting up points. I'm not
exactly.
I'm not shitting on him at all. I'm just making conversation here.
I'm wondering if it's more if it's more a strategic thing of okay, we'll throw him out against those matchups instead, and we know, because then it's not fully relying as much on your first and second lines.
Man, I do love watching Brandon Tanev play, though. He's just buzzing. He's always buzzing. He's always as Don Cherry would say, he's always moving his feet.
Always moving his feet, yeah.
Dan, what up? Dan is in the house indeed. Dan from Richmond. Shout out New West, though. How's it going, my man? Thanks for joining the stream. Really appreciate it tonight. Not watching the Canucks tonight. We're watching Wild Kraken, but excited that you've jumped in. Dan, give us your goal prediction, man, for a chance to win this hat. We still haven't given away the hat. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. Give us your goal prediction to win this 20 miles, 20 smiles hat, courtesy of our friends at Gong Show Gear. Predict the winner as well in the live YouTube chat. You can be strategic. That's okay. We cut the entries 5 minutes into the third period. Back and forth game thus far. Not a lot of shots for either of the team. What is it? Just 2 apiece, if I'm not mistaken.
4-2 for Seattle.
4-2 for Seattle. Okay, well, there you go. And again, looking for something from Dumba tonight. That was a good comment we got earlier. Something other than a turnover. I'd like to either not notice him at all in that he's playing very soundly, or again, he really, and I don't want him to cheat, but I do want to see maybe some offense from him if the Wild go on the power play. And I know the Wild penalty kill hasn't been stellar as of late, but their power play hasn't been that bad actually. I don't have where they are as far as the ranked in the league, but from what I've seen, purely from the eye test. So don't rip on me, James, if you're still around. Purely on the eye test, I've liked it. Dan saying Seattle 3, Minnesota 2. Dan, you are the first one out of 10 or 15 entries
to say Seattle.
The first one to say Seattle. So there you go. Dan is in the house.
So the Minnesota Wild, I did pull up the power play percentage here. The Minnesota Wild are 18th in the league with an 18.6% right now.
So they're mild. The mild Wild power play. What about their PK? It's down. It's pretty close to the bottom, eh? It's
PK is.
That's what someone told me in the last stream, so I don't know.
Yeah, 23rd at 78.3%.
Yeah, that's not good. Tim, hello. I'm so sorry for last time. Tim, what are you apologizing for? What are you apologizing for? We're just excited that you're here. What's up, Tim? Thank you for joining. Let's get those predictions in, Tim. Who's gonna win this game at what score? 20 miles, 20 smiles hat up for grabs, courtesy of our friends at Gong Show Gear. The chat is buzzing. Let's get back to it. Nate, how was the all-time low show?
Oh my God, that was so good.
I don't know the reference there.
So all-time low came through Calgary last week.
Oh, the band. Jesus.
Yeah, the band. And so they're one of my
Quack Report?
Yeah. No, they're one of my favorite bands, top 3, honestly.
Yeah, cool.
And was my first time seeing them. I got the sound check Q&A and stuff like that as well. And
nice.
Man, that was an amazing show. I got right at the front, at the barrier there. And yeah, I'll have to maybe send you a clip or two of the show that I got, Isha. It was awesome. So I had so much fun.
That's sweet. That's sweet. Josh Deming saying, what a goal. So again, I'm a few seconds
I was gonna say,
behind.
are we about to see it?
I'm just about to see it. So thank you, Josh. I'm excited to light this lamp here. From what I see, the rest of the comments, I think I have an idea of what it's going to be. But Carson Soucy, again, as we hold our excitement here, Carson Soucy doing great things with the Seattle Kraken, despite not putting up too many points. He was never supposed to put up points. He's a good sound skating defender. Man, we must be really behind if Josh is already plugged in seeing the score.
Yeah, I was like, how far back are we? Jeez.
Yeah, this is nuts. Josh, what are you all right, well, we'll get back to that because usually I feel like we would have seen it by now.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I don't know.
Okay,
Anyways,
battle along the boards there, the Seattle bench.
All right, we're going back to the comments here. All right, Josh, what the hell is he? What the hell are you talking about? Rick may say, "Let's go." I sent to your Twitter some pics of my Team Canada, Paul Henderson, Hockey Hall of Fame induction. Hope it was okay and not spam. Rick, you're never spamming us. You're never spamming it. Nothing but love here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, in Vancouver, in case you were wondering. Well, Josh, what the hell, man? Are you kidding me? Okay,
I'm like, how far back are we?
Josh is like our YouTube director here. He's producing this whole thing. You know, he's basically in my ear. And he's giving me stuff like this, throwing me off my game. Josh, shame on you. Shame on you. Danville, by the way, the Canucks up 2-0. Damn right's the Canucks up 2-0 based on the disgusting dog's breakfast of a game they had against the Colorado Avalanche there. Tim saying BRB, but Tim, we were talking in between that and he is back. So there you go. There you go. Jacob Dave, Vegas on top. What's up, Jacob? What's up? Since you're just joining this stream, Jacob, I don't know if you left yet already. Give your prediction of this game. Give us the goal prediction. Who do you think is going to win? 20 miles, 20 smiles, courtesy of our friend at Gong Show Gear. Josh, who won? I mean, who scored the goal? I mean, you're going to drop that on us and not even tell me who scored now. Like, come on now. Come on. Canucks 2-0. Thank you, Dan. Jacob saying, go Vegas, go. No Vegas, no. I'm just kidding. I really appreciate it. All fans of every team here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel. We have watch-alongs every day. And like this video. We really appreciate it. Dan saying, I don't want to talk about the last game of the Canucks. Dan, I don't want to talk about them either. And this is a Minnesota Wild Seattle Kraken stream, so we won't talk about the Vancouver Canucks anymore. You hear that, Josh? Jacob, getting your prediction in. I love it. I love it. Unfortunately, it's not for this game. I need your prediction for this game, Jacob. I need your prediction for Wild
Minnesota, Seattle. Let's go.
Yeah, Wild Kraken here. So I'll write your name, but I still need the score, okay? I still need the score. Rick Smith saying, enjoy being here. Great guest, too. Oh, look at that, Nate.
Thank you.
Nothing but love here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Tim saying he subbed. Tim, thank you so much. We appreciate it, my man. We appreciate it. Anybody else dropping by, we appreciate that as well. Drop a like on the video, on any of the videos, really, and subscribe. Wild 400-0. All right, well, you ain't gonna win it, but I'll put it in anyways. I don't even think if Wayne Gretzky was on the team with Mario Lemieux and Yager on his wings that this would be a 400 game.
And we were back to the days of goalies wearing cricket pads. There wasn't even like a goalie pad yet.
Well, and goalies just didn't even know how to like hug the post. They just instead decided to bum rush the players.
Yeah.
Like as much as Grand Fear is a legend, like you watch him play goalie and you're just like, holy crap, man. What
sounds like me? Sounds like me when I play ball hockey.
Kid, yeah. When I play ball hockey, sometimes I'm on my game as a goalie. Sometimes it's just a horror show. My friend, though, by the way, he's he's a jack of all trades. He's like a choreographer for like dance numbers and TV shows and movies. He's a photographer. He's a producer. He's an artist in all the form. Like he can draw portraits, things like that. He's trained in breakdancing and like hip hop and stuff like that. And we brought him to play goalie in ball hockey. And oh my God, did this guy just destroy us all? Just like handstands, kicking the ball out midair. It was insane.
Jeez.
It was insane. We played these punks for the court in like grade 12. And like they had an established goalie brought his own pads. We had like the sweaty communal ones. My buddy Gabe, he like I don't know if it was quite a shutout, but he put on an unbelievable performance. Tim, liking this video too. Thank you very much, Tim. Really appreciate it, buddy. Dan, guys, like and subscribe to YouTube channel, guys. Good vibes. Dan, you're doing God's work. You're doing God's work, Dan. I love it.
We're all about the good vibes here.
Jacob, Habs suck 4-11-2. I'm all about hating on the Habs on any stream. On any stream.
Actually what they're at? No.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
Seriously?
100%. They're horrible team.
Oh my God.
They had no business making the Stanley Cup Finals last year.
No.
And B, that team that even got them there is shredded. It's over.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Dano is on the Kings, if everyone can remember.
Yes.
Which is crazy to think about. The Kings, a silent killer in this Pacific Division. Not that I think they're going to win anything, but they're going to make things hard for the teams at the top. No doubt. Habs lost 3-2 overtime to the Red Wings. Oh, I bet actually the betting odds are probably really bad on that one. But yeah, the Red Wings are kind of on a roll right now. Like not that they're winning a ton of games, but they look good. Which, hey, they're a rebuilding team. They're going to have, good steps forward in their development.
Yeah, I'm honestly not too worried about the Detroit Red Wings because the guy at the helm there is good old Stevie Y, right?
Oh, yeah.
Look at what he did in Tampa. The guy was literally
legend.
1 year removed from having his name put on that cup again. Okay. Obviously it doesn't work this way. I still think Stevie Y though should have gotten his name at least on the first win for the Lightning there, just because he was only that 1 year removed, and that team doesn't happen without him.
True, and that's why I like these GM awards when like a new GM like 2 years or even 1 year in who's made 3 moves wins like GM of the year. Like,
yeah,
honestly, GM of the year should be an every 3-year award, in my opinion. And I know that's crazy talk and it's too complicated, so it's never going to happen. But that's how it should be judged. And let me tell you, it's been like 10 years now for Vancouver Canucks fans, and Jim Benning, he wouldn't even get a sniff at all. He wouldn't get a sniff at all. Minnesota, they've gone through a few here. They wouldn't get a sniff at all either.
No.
George McPhee, first year with the Vegas, that expansion team, 100%. Seattle, not even close. Back to the comments here, and it's still a 0-0 game, by the way. We're over halfway through the first period. And again, please join us in our first intermission. We'll go to a break right after gameplay. Well, then we'll run down our poll question. We'll run down our takeaways from this first period, and we'll continue to pump this contest. But back to the comments, as it is a comment-driven stream. Where are we at? No, Dan saying, I will 100% will win this hat from Richmond. Nice. Let's go. From Richmond, BC. Let's go.
The confidence. I love it.
Tim, I wonder who's going to win. I mean, yeah, right now it's pretty back and forth game. I like Seattle's forecheck. I think they're playing a little bit more aggressive thus far. Oh, and just when I say that, I see just a sick hit from a Minnesota Wild player. But yeah, I mean, the Wild pretty sound still. I mean, they replaced Suter with Goligoski. Their defense, though, was shaken up a bit. It's not suffering. It's not suffering at all. They still need a center, which goes back to our poll question. Who has the better center depth between the Seattle Kraken and the Minnesota Wild? Go vote at VS Sports Talk on Twitter. I don't know if this is going to be a high-scoring game, Nate.
Well, just hold on a second here.
I said high-scoring. Not one scoring. And
I just meant
please tell me, is it so? It is Rem Pitlick. I love it. Oh my God, this is amazing. I hope this shuts up all of those people on Wild Twitter who are ripping on Rem Pitlick. He plays 7-8 minutes a night. He doesn't look good. He shouldn't be on the team. Look at this stud here.
I don't know. That's a nice backhand there. Cross crease backhand.
Oh, well, it's Ryan Hartman. He's carrying this team on his back. Giving the assist to Pitlick. Oh my God. The lamp is lit for the first time this evening, and we have a 1-0 win right when I was like, oh, is this going to be a high-scoring game? Let's get to the chat because I am sure it is buzzing. Sabres are better than the Habs. Yes, 100% agree. Rich saying, at least they ain't the Yotes. You would know. Shout out to Sporty with Corey and Richie. Tim, I will win this hat. Oh, look at now. We're getting a little rivalry now in the chat. Again, beautiful cross backhand pass from Ryan Hartman to set up Rem Pitlick. 7 minute a night, Rem Pitlick. You like that, Minnesota Wild Twitter? Congratulations on 402. We got 402 subscribers now. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. I really appreciate it. Molstar commenting on the goal. Molstar, I know you respect Rem Pitlick. I know you respect talent. Depends. Yeah, he gets the joke. He knows it. Pitlick. Win for the Wild. I know 400-0, right? That's the prediction. Tim, you play hockey? That's awesome. What's your team name? Where do you play out of? I'd love to know. Dan telling us BRB boss. Well, thank you for letting us know, Dan, as well. Well, things just got exciting, especially from a Wild perspective here, Nate, as you know, some kind of inside, I don't want to say like inside knowledge or anything. Ooh, and it looks like a Seattle Kraken player might have taken a puck high there, blocking the shot. Was that Gio, maybe?
Yeah, I missed who it was. I did see somebody on the ice, though.
Or maybe Adam Larson, I think. And, I don't know all the Krakens plays by numbers. For any Krakens fan watching, you know, forgive me there. He's wearing the A, though, number 7. So whoever that is got clipped.
Oop.
That's so funny. As soon as you said
some rough stuff.
Oh, I love it. Larson giving the old bump to Fiala. This is good because though the Wild aren't like a big team, like Eriksson,
they're feisty.
He's no joke. Yeah. He's no joke. Every player hates to play against him, and yeah, they're feisty. I mean, Ryan Hartman. I mean, I love him because he's on the Wild's team, but he's kind of like Alex Burrows. You know, you like him when he's on your team, you hate him when he's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Back to the comments. 9-team name is Vancouver Angels. Well, shout out the Vancouver Angels. Let's go. It was funny, Nate, when you said "oop." You know, after that, it was an attempt for a cross ice pass there, and was actually, I mean, it was a good block and it was a good defensive play by the Seattle Kraken. Tim said "oop" at the exact same time. That's why I was laughing. Stone is the best hockey player in this era. Jacob Day, I'm not quite there, but I will say he is one of the best. Like, I don't think he gets enough love. The guy is outstanding. He's incredible. He's absolutely incredible. He really is. But I don't know if if you can take it away from like the Connor McDavid, the Alex Ovechkin, who's, you know, at 36, this has pretty much the exact same amount of points as Connor McDavid right now. He's leading the league in goals. You know, Sidney Crosby, he's a legend. So I get what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I don't know if it's set in stone just yet. You like what I did there? You like what I did?
Yeah, it's good. We're obviously talking about Michael Stone, though, right?
The Calgary
Flames, obviously.
Former Yotes, Calgary Flames guy. Poor guy. He's a solid player, but so much concussion issues from what I've heard.
Yeah, exactly. Just injury issues and that kind of thing. So, but I mean, he's getting paid 2 contracts, I think, right now by the Calgary Flames. I think he's still on that buyout one, and then whatever he's on now. So
that's so funny. Yeah, they brought him back, right?
Yeah. I think they're just trying to let him heal and that kind of thing. But I'll double check if they are still paying him on that buyout. That might have last year.
Interesting. Jacob saying their bum Stone is better than them. All right. Fair. You know what? I like your fire. I like your fire, and I won't dispute it. I won't dispute it. Mark Stone. We know we're just busting your balls, Jacob. Hey, 10 likes. Hey, 10 likes. Let's go. Keep it coming. Yes, Go Caps over at Front Row Productions. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Watchalong. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, I mean, Ovechkin, he's unbelievable. My top 3 teams: Minnesota Wild, Vancouver Canucks, and the Washington Capitals. I absolutely loved when they won the Stanley Cup against the Vegas Golden Knights. My first ever jersey I bought was a Capitals jersey. Front Row Productions and anyone else joining the stream, you have a chance to win this hat. 20 miles, 20 smiles, brand new, courtesy of our friends at Gong Show Gear. All you have to do is give your predictions for this Wild Seattle Kraken game. 5 minutes into the third period, entries are ending, so get them in before then. Score of the game and who you think is going to win automatically entered into the contest. Rick Smith, Stone is great. He is like Marchand to me. Yes, he's like Marchand, but I think his hands are better. I think he's just a little bit more talented too. I don't know. That's just me. He's definitely better away from the puck than Marchand. With the puck, I would say that they're even. No, Nate? Oh, and Nate's a little technical issue. We'll bring Nate back in here momentarily. Tim saying, I got to go. Bye. Well, right on cue. Are you leaving with Nate? Did you take Nate with you, Tim? Did you take Nate with you? Front Row Productions, let's go. What's up, Front Row Productions? Again, chime in on our contest, buddy. Chime in on our contest. 20 miles, 20 smiles, courtesy of our friends at Gong Show Gear. Get your predictions in. Nate, I was telling Tim because he had to go. I was like, did he take you with you? Did he take Nate with him? No, Nate's back here. Jacob, Vegas is better than the Caps. Right now, all banged up, they ain't. But healthy, yes, they're one of the best teams in the league. You want to grind my gears, Jacob, but I love it. I love these hot takes. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Front Row Productions, Jacob. I'm guessing they know each other. Just under 3 minutes. Actually, just over 2 minutes now left in this first period. Solid play by both teams. Seattle getting a bunch of shots on net. Obviously, the Minnesota Wild score that one. Ryan Hartman carrying this team on his back with Rem Pitlind, the forgotten soul for Minnesota. But it's been a good game all around. It's been a good game. 15 hits for the Seattle Kraken. So like I said, they're buzzing. They're playing hard old school hockey. I love it. And both teams are blocking shots here. So a good game to start this. It's only a 1-goal game thus far, but I'm sure it will pick up. Richie Flores taking the Wild 9-6. Don't think I'm eligible for that hat though. Richie, you're 100% eligible, my friend. And I'm locking it in. I don't think that is ever going to happen, but let's fucking go. 9-6. That's almost as crazy as 400-0. Almost. Thanks again, everyone, tuning into the live stream here. Again, it's a comment-driven stream. You all drive the bus, much like our friend Jacob. We're riding shotgun. You guys dictate where we go with this show as we sit back, relax, and watch this Minnesota Wild Seattle Kraken game here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Front Row Productions, I'm going to say Kraken over the Wild 1-0. Front Row Productions, I'm going to give you the opportunity to change that because the Minnesota Wild are up 1-0. So maybe a 2-1, maybe 2-1. Look, we don't do this often here, but I'll give you the opportunity to resubmit.
Flip your answer.
Jacob, Wild will win 400-0. If they do, you give me 100 or 10K.
10K.
Done, dude. I'll sign away everything to you if that's the case. You heard it here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. D-Pen, thanks again for joining us, D-Pen. A loyal viewer here and a Wild fan. Who do you think could be a dark horse in the Olympics? Great question. Great question.
That's a good one.
Like, how dark are we going here? Like, I always think Finland has a chance, even when I don't know who the players are.
Yeah, same here. That was kind of my thought as well with Finland. And they also just unveiled their jerseys that they're going to be wearing at the Olympics. And man, those things look good.
Good, because their last few, I mean, I like the Somi, don't get me wrong, but the last few, they've been like,
I was going to say the 2018 Olympic ones with kind of like the feather design, wasn't really a fan of it.
No, this whole last Olympic and last World Junior just style, like even I usually, as a Canadian, I will say we have the best jerseys, of course, right? But I've been a fan of USA jerseys for a long, long time. This last rendition of them have been awful. Absolutely,
it wasn't great. It was always a breath of fresh air when they wore like the Miracle on Ice throwback ones.
Gorgeous.
Those ones are so good. Honestly, they could just stick with that and be golden.
I think so as well. I don't know if this is a dark horse, but hot take. USA have the best goalie tandem in the entire Olympics, and some people might say that the Olympic athletes of Russia have it won there. I surely don't think so. I think Team USA with Gibson, Hellebuck, Thatcher, Demko, or take your pick as that third one. Whereas Canada, what? They got Marc-Andre, bruised and battered, coming from Chicago. Get the hell out of here.
Hold on a second.
Get the hell out of here.
You can't be bashing Fleury there with me on this stream, buddy.
I'm not bashing. I'm just saying
I got one jersey right there. I got another one there.
Nate, nothing but respect. Nothing but respect for Marc-Andre. But as a fellow Canadian, you don't want him as our starting goalie at this stage in his career. You don't want that.
I mean, if we're able to get the Marc-Andre from last year that won a Vezina and then got
I'm
shipped to Chicago for absolutely nothing.
We don't have Marc-Andre from last year, though. That's the thing. This is Marc-Andre this year.
This is Marc-Andre behind a 6th grade defense. That's what it is.
I put it this way. This might be even a harder take, but like throw Mike Smith in front of him for all I'm concerned.
No. Okay, no, I'm drawing a line.
Front Row Productions. He says for the wrong prediction there. Let me quickly get to it. Okay, Seattle 3-1 over the Wild. There we go. We go. Front Row. You got a long name here too, so I'm just gonna write Front Row 3-1 Seattle, baby. Let's go. Tim, never mind. I lied. I came back. All right, Tim. We're glad to have you here. Team Canada is the best hockey team. Yes, they are, hands down. Their goaltending scares me going into this Olympics. Their goaltending scares me.
Yeah, it's the only thing. I mean, you got to hope for both Montreal and Team Canada's sake that Carey Price is able to get back into gameplay here soon. But obviously, take his time with everything that he was dealing with. But it would definitely be beneficial for the teams for him to get back to where he should be.
Yeah, I mean, I want him to take time. Like, I don't want him to rush just because it's an Olympic year. I don't want him to rush just because, the Montreal Canadiens are going nowhere. I mean, that was their chance last year.
Yeah.
And it's
I was gonna say, I feel like for him, probably this would be his last Olympics. I feel like if there's any reason for him to come back, it's not even for Montreal. It's to be able to go play for Team Canada again.
Absolutely are. We have so many comments here coming in. Keep them coming. It's a comment-driven stream. I see here Front Row Productions, USA. Hey, I'm giving them credit. They're not a deep team offensively, but they have some good defenders and they have great goaltending. We'll get to the rest of the comments here on the other side. It is the Wild lead the Seattle Kraken 1-0. Going into this first intermission. Shots are pretty much even. Hits, the Kraken are just laying down the body out there. So it has been an exciting game thus far. Let's see how both of these teams come into the second period. And we'll take a quick break again, a quick word from our sponsors at DraftKings. I want to get some water down my gullet here. And again, give you all time to get those comments in. It's a comment-driven stream. You all drive the bus. We'll run down the poll question, Nate. We'll go over the contest, and we'll give some takeaways from that first period. If the comments aren't just buzzing and they drive us all the way through to the second period. You're tuning into the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel, Minnesota Wild, Seattle Kraken Hockey. We will see you on the other side. And we are back live here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Minnesota Wild, Seattle Kraken. The Minnesota Wild lead 1-0 after one period of play. pretty damn good period of play. Both teams threatened each other with what they do best. Seattle Kraken playing that two-way hockey, that hard hockey to play against. Minnesota Wild, well, Ryan Hartman, their superstar, clearly carrying this team on their back, and Rem Pitlick shutting up Wild Twitter with that goal. We'll get to our poll question, we'll get to our giveaway, and we'll get to maybe our takeaways, if not for this Buzzin' Chat, which is amazing. You all drive the bus. We are here riding shotgun. It's a comment-driven stream, so we will get back to it. We ended off the first period talking a little Olympic talk, so we'll just get back to some of the comments there. Jacob Day, go Team Canada. Look, I'm Canadian. I got my Hockey Night in Canada Budweiser hat on. I got Don Cherry here with his poppy. I got Bo Horvat, Todd Bertuzzi. I think the only Seattle thing I have in this studio is Macklemore here with a Mariners jersey on. So, I mean, it's something, though. It's something. Tim, well, every team is the best. Well, I mean, it is the best of the best. But, I mean, let's be honest. The Swiss, the Latvias, they're not even. Although the Swiss World Junior team, I love watching them. I like that.
Oh yeah,
program.
they're fun to watch.
They're a fun program to watch.
Well, and even better is it still that same coach from a couple seasons
exactly
ago?
That.
Yeah,
Christian Wollin, man.
Oh, he's so good. He's such a
beauty.
Funny guy.
I'm pretty sure he was. I don't know if he was born in Canada or if he just resides in Montreal now, but like he works out of Canada. He's an absolute legend.
Yeah.
I made it just a meme. I wrote exactly that on the picture, and I send it to Hoppy all the time whenever it's Hoppy's my co-host on the Soda Pod, the podcast I produce. But again, back to the comments. They're buzzing. Keep them coming. It's a comment-driven stream. We'll get through the Olympic talk here so we can talk about this game too. Rick Smith, no, he doesn't deserve to be in the front row. I'm guessing that's Marc-Andre Fleury. All sports fan Adam, if Kraken score 8, I will give you $50,000, Uncle Jacob. Oh, come on. I thought you were going to say me. I was like, oh, baby, let's go.
Yeah, I was like, can I get out on this?
Yeah, come on. What do I have to do, all sports fan Adam, to get a little something here? I mean, we're not monetized yet, right? So subscribe to the channel, like the video. You know, we're not making bucks on this. We're doing this because we love watching games with you all.
THPN gets a cut of that, though, because it's through our stream. How about that?
Oh, I mean, yes, that goes without saying, mate. That goes without saying. Tim saying, but I like the Canucks. Yeah, I like the Canucks too, Tim. Like I said, Capitals, Wild, Canucks, those are my teams. Nate, I mean, he's just a hockey guy. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at all those jerseys.
This is a small sample. There's so many
amazing.
more.
That's
amazing.
Amazing.
I got 13 left for the 32 collection. So.
Holy crap. That's unreal, man. That's unreal.
I was gonna say you would like that I have 2 Canucks jerseys actually. So I got the one on the wall here, and I got a the late 90s, early 2000s, like the Navy Orca. Found that one for $20 at an antique store.
Yeah, it's because no one wants it. It's ugly as hell. Look, I got Big Bert Bertuzzi here.
I love that jersey. Honestly, it's a great color scheme. It was funny though with that.
And you're a graphic designer, so you would know. You would
know.
What...
I was just laughing about like when I got that though, because there's this candy and antique store in Nanton, Alberta, small little town, and we're driving through. My girlfriend wanted to stop at the candy store, right? And I saw like that it was the antiques as well. And I just threw like a joke out there. I'm like, because we were just picking up a jersey for me in Calgary, actually. And I'm like, okay, oh, maybe there'll be a jersey here. And she's like, no, it's an antique store. Sure enough, right there on the wall is this Canucks jersey.
That's amazing.
And they're just doing like blowout prices, trying to clear stock basically. So this thing was $20. I'm like, dude, there's nothing wrong with it. It fits me. It's coming home with me.
That's funny. My last hockey memorabilia thing was from an antique store too. It was like an old BCHL Victoria Cougars like flag.
Ooh,
it's antique. Actually. Trust me, the thing was ripped up to shreds. Jacob Day, you mad hater on Flower? I'm not mad hater on his career and what he's done. I'm just not confident that this rendition of the Flower should go up against the best goaltenders in the world at the Olympics. And I'm not talking crazy. I'm not. Okay, let me get caught up here in the comments because I'm all over the place. And I love it. Keep them coming. But come on, Nate. Like, you got to agree with me here.
Yeah.
Jacob, there was just a fight in the Vegas game. Let's go. Who is fighting? Let me know. There might be a fight in this one. I don't know, Nate. You tell me. Seattle Kraken fans, so you tell me who fights on this team, on the Seattle Kraken team, because of the Wild, they got some scrappers. I mean, Foligno, he'll beat the shit out of anybody.
I feel like I'm trying to remember if Mark Giordano got into a few fights. I'm pretty sure with the Calgary Flames.
But he's not
he's
the
not
fighter.
the fighter. I don't. Is there really
Tanev,
a
maybe?
fighter? I was gonna say Tanev, or I'm trying to think of Larson, maybe even.
Larson might throw down.
Yeah.
There's not like enforcers anymore, but someone who like he'll throw. If there's gonna be anybody to fight on their team in this day and age, that guy's gonna do it. Minnesota's got a few, but I mean, okay, a few is a stretch. They got like one or two, but Foligno's the one who always answers the bell there. Yeah.
I think I know that guy.
Yeah, this is you. I'm just going through them. All sports fan Adam, H2O, the best drink ever, and big up to DraftKings. H2O, you gotta get that water in you. And yes, big ups to DraftKings, all sports fan Adam. Thank you. They support us, so you can support them. Use promo code THPN for weekly deals, sign up bonuses, the whole 9 yard. Shoot, last week you put $5 down and you were guaranteed $200 in free bets if any team scored a goal. It's easy money. Someone's got to score a goal. So that's $200 in free bets right there, Tim. I have to wake up at 6 because I have hockey practice tomorrow. Ooh. I'm waking up at 6 to go film. I've been getting into filming stuff. I just started my vlog channel as I push up my glasses, as nerdy as that is. The City Life Project. Go check it out. All sports fan Adam. Tim, you can still play as a zombie, my friend, but maybe it's best health and safety to get some sleep. Tim's saying, okay. They're having a conversation here, so we're just going to bring it up on screen.
Yeah.
I'm having dinner soon. What are you having for dinner, Tim? I'm starving. I got a Cliff Bar to keep me through this evening. And some whiskey. Shout out the Woodford Reserve. It's a beautiful thing.
There you go.
It's really good, man. It's really good. I was actually a buddy heard Troll and I talking about it. Hockey Troll's a contributor on the Hockey Podcast Network. And my roommate just heard me talking about it on a podcast and got it for me for Christmas. So I was like, oh nice. Look at you giving me the download and the bottle of booze. That's real friendship right there.
Giving all around.
Yeah, all sports fan Adam, the less of Seattle, the better. You have done well. I am impressed. Thank you. I like that. Yeah, what's cooking? Gus Buster, welcome to the stream. And hey, anybody just joining us right now, it's a good time for me to remind you all, if you haven't already, to get in on our contest. 20 miles, 20 smiles hat we're giving away in the post-game show, courtesy of our friends at Gong Show Gear. All you have to do to enter is give your prediction in the chat. Who you think is going to win this game? Give us the score prediction and the winning team. Boom, entered. We will announce the winner in the post-game show. Tim's saying he's going to eat a sandwich or something. What kind of sandwich, Tim?
Sandwiches are good.
Don't even get me started on the type of sandwiches that Nate makes. It's absolutely atrocious.
Oh, come on.
The amount of Miracle Whip this guy puts on his sandwiches, it's so... it's like an inch.
I don't actually.
Jacob Day says 2-1 Vegas. Let's go. Who's Vegas playing?
They're playing Vancouver right now.
Oh, God.
Your team. Come on, man.
I'm professional. I'm paying attention to one game and one game only tonight. And earlier today, I checked out with hockey and I admittedly just watched a lot of UFC. Luke B, too distracted by the beard. It's a damn good looking beard there. It's a damn good looking beard. That's a Canadian beard if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I think the longest I've had it was like probably to about the top of the Nirvana logo here, maybe a little bit longer.
I saw that picture.
I've had it pretty long before.
There's a sick picture of you because you're a musician, which I absolutely love. Being I say former musician just because like now I'm an entrepreneur and I have no time for music, but a former musician myself. That you have a sick picture of the beard, ZZ Top style. You almost could like throw a sick like wooden bead in that shit while you're at it.
Yeah, exactly.
My hair it's hiding under toques, beanies for you Americans, and hats. So like no one on the Hockey Podcast Network, my colleagues, partners, nor the people I've worked with like Nate for almost 3 years now, none of them have seen my hair because it's always hidden. But like since the pandemic, I just said screw it, and I've been growing my hair out ever since. It's like longer than my sister's hair. It's nuts.
Dang.
It's
nice.
It's in a man bun right now, hiding under this massive hat. But like It's just crazy.
I did get mine cut to try to grow it out a little bit, so because otherwise I have it like right down to the wood, and I'm like that might be a little cold this year. So,
by the way, the Soda Pod State of Hoppy, my co-host, coming in hot. Don't worry. You can Nate can attest. I went
He's doing
off.
good.
I went off on Wild Twitter. Oh, 8 minutes a night, 7 minutes a night. This guy, I'm not seeing enough from him. How do you like us now? How do you like us now? Ryan Hartman, Rem Pitlick, unbelievable. Gus Buster, just Moosehead beer still exists in Canada? Yes.
Yes, it does.
Dude, Moosehead from out east, unbelievable. And Nate, that actually brings me to, and again, we're going to get up to all these comments, I promise, so keep them coming. But I was telling Nate's from Lethbridge, Alberta. An all hockey guy, which is why I brought him on here to talk Seattle Kraken, Minnesota Wild with me. Needed someone to talk Kraken, as I'm clearly biased for the Wild here. But I was telling him there's a drinking game that I learned in college from Lethbridge with love, which was the tag of the game. It's called Moose. It's quarters, but with an ice tray, and every part of the ice tray is, you have to, it's assigned a drinking task. Let's just say that.
Yep.
But it's called Moose because you drink Moosehead if you can with it. And I don't know.
Okay, I gotcha.
Anyways, it was born in Lethbridge University, among a bunch of other stuff we don't want to talk about. Probably some children, a bunch of children that were unplanned, probably too, because Lethbridge University is insane. But yes, to answer your question, long of the short of it, Gus, Moosehead, and it's one of my favorites. It's not a craft beer, but it's one of my favorites. Oh yeah,
I haven't drank it in a couple of years, but like especially in my first year, I actually really like that beer. So
it's up there with like Alexander Keith's. Like you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Yeah. Proud to be Canadian, but let's just say that every Stanley Cup team has 6 to 12 Canadians on it, like Raptors. They know of Canadian. They from all over. I mean, the NHL now it's mixed, right? It's a mixed bag. Obviously, Canada's going to reign supreme. U.S. and Russia, they're right there as well. Sweden, correct me if I'm wrong, Nate, but Sweden this year had like a jump. If I'm not mistaken,
100%. Like you can even, I think one team that's really been diving into the Swedes is a team that I'm pretty familiar with in the Calgary Flames, right? To the point that they're jokingly calling themselves Little Sweden because of how many Swedes they have on this
little Canucks,
on the roster,
actually, but still. Like, why'd you even take Deming if you're never going to play him? But anyways.
Yeah, I was kind of confused on that one too, not going to lie. So, but I'm glad he's getting a shot there with Pittsburgh.
Luke B saying he's not bad, just unlucky with injuries. Pitlick is a solid fourth liner right now. Yes, and let's give him that chance and not rip on him for being a brand new player to this team. You know what I mean? I'm being over dramatic about it. It's just because people on Twitter are over dramatic too. And the fact they even had to comment on this guy being... They didn't use the word bust, but underperforming with his 7 minutes a night on the fourth line. Drives me insane. Jacob Day, McNabb and some bum. Oh, those are the two guys fighting. Okay, McNabb, he can scrap. I like watching McNabb throw down.
Yeah, McNabb good.
Richie, Woodford is my favorite bourbon. Good shitty shit. I'm not like, I'm more just like a straight whiskey connoisseur. So like bourbon, hoppy's getting me more into bourbon. Subsector of it, but it is very good. It is very good. I'm drinking it out of the wrong glass, so you all can rip me on that. I have just this little, it's not even a shot glass. It's like a cider glass from Salt Spring Wild, but it's my studio drinking glass, okay? Whether it's beer, vodka, rye whiskey, or bourbon. That's what I'm drinking.
There you go. I just got the giant mason jar here.
Love it. Love it. Again, it's a comment-driven stream. We're getting to them all. Keep them coming. We absolutely love the interaction. The puck is about to drop here soon. So right before it does, we will go to break. We will run down the poll question. We'll continue to talk about this contest. I mean, what we love here is that the comments are buzzing so much that Nate and I don't even have to look at our notes. And that's what this first intermission has been. And I absolutely love it. So thank you very much, everybody. Tim, I don't know what sandwich. When I get my dinner, I'll tell you. Also, Tim, you're not even making the sandwich. You got someone making that sandwich for you. You got your parents or your partner making that sandwich for you. What a life, Tim. What a life. I'm having a mini craft dinner. So not a sandwich. KD?
I guess not. Or maybe it's like craft dinner in 2 slices of bread.
Oh, I can get on board with that.
That could be good.
Luke
add some bacon to that.
Pitlick over Rask. Yes. I mean, shoot, this entire team over Rask at this point. I mean, since the guy went full Chef Ramsay and cut the tendon in his hand, like it's over. It's somehow he lost his hands and his legs from that injury. Now, I wish him all the best, and I hope his hand's okay. And I don't mean to make too much like light of that, but straight up, that's the timeline. He had that injury, and he went from being a 40-point player to nothing.
Oof.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's crazy. Gus Buster, really? God, I drunk back in the 1980s with my cousins from Nova Scotia. Yeah, Gus. It's amazing, and it's still going strong. Yeah. The good old Moosehead. The college kids are still drinking it. Okay, we got a few more comments here. We'll run them down on the other side. Again, it's a comment-driven stream. Puck drop. It just dropped. We are in the second period, so we'll take a quick break. Thanks to everyone chiming on the chat. Again, you guys drive the bus. We're here riding shotgun. We'll run down the contest throughout the rest of this watch along. We'll run down the poll question when we get a chance, because it's just been so awesome in the chat. The Wild lead 1-0. Excited to sit back and watch this second period with you here live on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. And we are back a few minutes into this second period. The Wild lead 1-0 against the Seattle Kraken here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. I'm Misha Dromi alongside Nate. How's it going, my man? This has been fun thus far, eh?
It's been going good. Yeah, it's been a fun game to watch, a really close battle. And just, like you said, sit back. I'm enjoying some root beer tonight and just watching some hockey, hanging out.
What kind of root beer are we talking? Are you a Barks guy or what?
I got Diet A&W.
Oh, A&W.
A&W is always the top tier, man.
Yes. Oh, yes, 100%. There's no other. Mug can go to hell for all I'm concerned. Back to these comments here, as we left a couple hanging there in the chat or in the first intermission. Where are we now? Rick Smith said, love it, the beard like Movember. We Bert member. I think Rick's using voice text, so that's why there might be a couple words.
Is he asking if it's for November or
maybe Rick is if maybe that's the question there. I'm sure Rick will clarify. Tim, and I'm making craft dinner right now because my mom doesn't feel well. All right, well, I'm glad you're helping out the family. Tim's like, oh no, my iPad is at 5%. Plug it in, man. Plug it in. Yeah, there it is. I'm charging it now. Rick saying, nice, like the glass. I'm Crown Royal fan, and ice is nice too. Yeah, I usually like I'm okay with drinking anything neat. Don't get me wrong. I like two ice cubes. Not a fan of the whiskey rocks though. Those they just don't stay cold.
Yeah, I'm not a crazy whiskey fan or that sort of thing. Like I can do some Crown Royal for sure. The Crown
camping,
that I like,
man. Camping. That's what got me into it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Because you have to stay warm somehow.
Yeah, exactly. The apple crown royal though, that's really good actually.
Okay.
That's what I could do pretty consistently. I
Fair
think.
enough. I have a lot of people I know who like it. I like apples. I don't like apple flavored anything. So
That's
like,
fair.
it just, especially in booze, like I could probably drink a couple, but like, if it's a heavy drinking night, that's the last thing I want as my, as your head starts to spin before
Yeah,
you hit the
fair.
pillow. um, Jacob saying, I'm back.
Nice.
Front Row Production saying, I'm back as well.
Perfect.
There you go.
Love it.
What's up? Welcome back as this second period is well underway now. Same pace from both of these teams. And I like how there's a little bit of aggression. The drink
100%.
is Fireball. Okay, Front Row Productions. You know how everyone has their Fireball story? Mine didn't happen until I was like 23 second year university or 24 second year university.
All right, what is it?
It's a long detailed story, but let's just say it's a long story and I can't even eat cinnamon hearts anymore.
Oh man.
I somehow took the city bus back home. I had to walk up a flight of stairs. I didn't make it up the flight of stairs.
See, like I'm not a crazy like cinnamon flavored like the cinnamon gum, can't do that. Cinnamon hearts, can't do that. Fireball though, give it to me.
Okay.
Not sure why, but yeah.
Interesting. I'm pretty sure that it's now banned in some states.
Is it actually? Huh.
Yeah, it's not properly distilled. I think it's actually going to be discontinued. So
oh no,
that's from what I've heard.
Well, I gotta stock up. Now you're telling me.
Stock up. Oh man. Keep the comments rolling, ladies and gentlemen. We absolutely love it. If you haven't got in on our contest yet, 20 miles, 20 smiles, courtesy of our friends at Gong Show Gear. That is our prize that we're giving away tonight. If you haven't already, give your prediction in the chat. Let us know who you think is going to win and by how much. As we're 5 minutes into this period, Nate, what have you seen thus far from both teams?
Yeah, I mean, we were talking earlier that it's been a bit more of an aggressive game for sure. Taking a look at the hits, the Kraken especially leading it so far with 18. The Wild are on the body as well though with 10 hits there. So yeah, it's definitely been an aggressive game, I find.
Do you find though that either of these teams are really scary once they're in the offensive zone, that they're really feared right now from either team, or do you think it's just more of just like a neutral zone battle and just try to get the pucks in deep?
I think it's more trying to, that neutral zone, try to get the pucks in deep for sure. There's been chances, but not as many as you would think. I feel like both these teams are still trying to fill each other out a little bit, even though we're like just under 5 minutes into the second here.
I think they play a similar style, but clearly, and as you can see on the scoreboard right now, the Wild are just a little bit more talented, a little bit more seasoned. Yeah. For the most part, have been playing together as a group for a little bit longer. I'm sure that has some sort of factor to it as well.
Yeah.
But man, oh man, we did comment these Seattle Kraken jerseys look beautiful. But Spurgeon getting in on the offense too, which is something. He's less of an offensive defenseman than he is just like an all-around defender, and man, he's smart setting up Kaprizov there with that opportunity. He is a potential Team Canada defender, and I know Minnesota Wild fans, which is funny because if he's on the team, it just makes Canada better, which a lot of Minnesota fans are obviously American, so I don't know why they're rooting for that, but a lot of them want to see him on Team Canada, just from a pride perspective.
Yeah, I'd love to see him on that team. I did watch. There's that Minnesota Wild special on him on their YouTube channel.
Yeah, they do.
That was a great watch. Oh yeah, I love all their stuff.
Yeah, all of their stuff's good. Becoming Wild and like on the ice stuff. Yeah, that's all really good.
Yeah, they got a really good content team over there.
Yeah, and I mean, it's credit to Billy Guerin. It's when he came in, pretty much brought in a whole new team to do that stuff. Whereas before it was very much like hush hush, no access at all, despite Bruce Boudreau being one of the more colorful characters in hockey.
Yeah.
Rick Smith saying shots of JD. Love my Jack Daniels. I love Jack Daniels. Have to have it a little chilled these days, but yes. Second period just started in the Vegas game. Well, thank you very much for the update, Jacob. Keep them coming. Keep those hot takes and updates coming. Tim, my iPad is now at 4%. It's plugged in and still dying. I don't know what to tell you. You got to get that fast charge, buddy. Screw Apple. I'm buying Seattle merch. See, like I'll get a bobblehead, and I think that's all I can do because, again, Wild Capitals are my other team, but I'm a Canucks guy too. I live on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. I can't get Seattle Kraken, merch. I can't do it. I can't support that team financially. There's no way.
There'll definitely be a jersey added for me. I almost bought a shirt though, just for tonight.
Oh, nice. I thought you had one there too. I was like, if anyone's gonna have one out of our whole gang, it's other than the Kraken guys, it's gonna be me.
Unfortunately not, but
Jacob saying, Andy, why you buying trash? Speaking of trash, I gotta get my hands on one of those Danbury Trashers jerseys, man. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable, that documentary. Now I'll give it to Netflix. I watched every single one. There was one on tennis, there was one on boxing, the whole Bruce Jenner story. They were all incredible. That one just had a little extra something because of us being hockey fans. It was truly amazing.
Well, I think even just like the wildness of the story itself, right? Of like everything that was going on in the background, and even down to like T-Bone, the equipment manager.
Oh, T-Bone was the best part.
It was hilarious.
The best part of the whole thing.
Like just the introduction to him though, of like, I remember I had this coach that would body check us or whatever at like 12 years old, and then they show him. Did I body check like 12-year-olds full on? Of course I did. And like, whatever is a hell of a drug. And it's just like, geez, all right, that's an introduction to a guy. Like, he's a real person, but he's such a character,
When he was tearing up about some of like the crazy fights that some of these guys would put on for Galante when he like gave him the head nod, and he's like tearing up. He's like, it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It's crazy though, because Darren, who does the Fourth Line Voice podcast, the OG Fight podcast here on the Hockey Podcast Network, as we quickly check in on this game, it's still a 1-0 game lead rather for the Minnesota Wild. But back to Darren on the Fourth Line Voice podcast. Go check out his YouTube channel too. Fights from 80s, 90s, 2000s, junior all the way to the NHL. Fourth Line Voice, the OG Fight podcast. None of that hockey fights garbage. He was saying that his brother was actually drafted into that league, and out of Canadian University Hockey at the time. And I believe, what was the team? Oh, it's going to kill me off the top. Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo was in that league at the time, the Kalamazoo Wings. He got drafted to Kalamazoo, and apparently, his friends and some of his like teammates who were potential teammates on Kalamazoo were like, don't sign here, man. Go somewhere else, because you're going to be the only other tough guy. And there's this team in Danbury that's just going to beat the shit out of us every night. So like, go somewhere else. And so he went and played somewhere else, because like it was in that era where it was right in those 2 years where he's right out of Canadian University Hockey into pro hockey. And he's like having to go play somewhere else because he's not scared. It's just like there were two big guys on that team against the entire, like a straight up 10 in Danbury. It was nuts.
Yeah.
Rick saying, I like Seattle Seals jerseys yellow. They're not Seattle Seals. They're freaking what are they? Oakland. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those were unbelievable too. Oh, yeah. Andrew B. Andrew B has entered the chat. Woo! What's going on, Andrew? Hey, Rick Smith, how are you doing today and tonight? Andrew giving us the update 5-4 Vancouver. Wow. Well, happy for the Vancouver Canucks. Andrew, what's your prediction here tonight? Oh, I just saw that.
That was beautiful, actually.
Wow. Look at that. What a play. What a play.
Damn.
Did you doubt him now? Do you doubt him now, Wild fans? Now, that's not just Ryan Hartman, carrying that play, giving you the perfect saucer. That is a battle. That is a battle. And he was able to quickly read the play. That was amazing.
Beautiful. Nice move on the goaltender as well.
Rem Pitlick, again, with help from Ryan Hartman. Don't get me wrong there. Pretty much doing the poke check. Or sorry, and that was the basketball check.
And that was that first one was his first goal of his career. Jeez.
Yep.
Guy is going off.
First goal of his career. The Wild fans, they didn't like it. They didn't like him. They were done with him.
I think I'm going to be checking in with you in a couple weeks here to see if the tune has changed. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
Jacob saying it's 2-1 Vancouver. So maybe Andrew B was predicting them. But Andrew, this is a Wild Seattle stream. So if you want in on this 20 smiles hat for everyone just entering the stream right now, you have a chance to win this hat. Give us your goal predictions. 5 minutes into the third period, we cut the entries, and in the post-game show, we will announce the winner. All you have to do is give the score prediction and the team you think is going to win in the live YouTube chat. Deep pen laughing there. Molstar, yes, Pitlick again with help from Hartman. They're badass duo tonight. Rick Smith, Vegas just scored 2-2. Molstar, yeah, he is talented. He's talented and he's a smart player. He's a smart player. Minnesota boy. Oh, here we go. Andrew getting in on the contest with his entries. Nice. Again, anyone who's joining us on the watch along as well, hit us up with your predictions for this game. Minnesota Wild, Seattle Kraken. Let us know the score prediction and who you think is ultimately going to win this game. And we have Andrew B with a 5-4 Seattle victory. I love the confidence, Andrew.
Yeah.
I love
a lot of goals coming.
I mean, Andrew, he wants this hat. He's been in on it for like a week now. I know he wants it. Jacob Day saying it's 2-2. Thank you very much, Jacob. It's a comment-driven stream. Anyone just joining us here, you're driving the bus here tonight. We had an amazing first intermission. We didn't even get to any of our notes on the game as it was just all of you, and we absolutely love it. So keep the comments coming. Keep the stream buzzing. We absolutely love hanging out with you tonight here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Sitting back here watching Minnesota Wild, Seattle Kraken hockey, and so far, Nate, I mean, this game's kind of playing out as we predicted. Like both of these teams, they were based off anyways, the first little bit of play that we saw in the first period and what we talked about ending there was both of these teams, they play hard. They're really clogging up the neutral zone, and they're pretty much just battling for whatever chance that they can get. But the Minnesota Wild just a little bit deeper as far as talent. But going back to our poll question, which I'll drop the link in the chat here in a second, but our poll question tonight, our Minnesota Wild, Seattle Kraken Hockey Podcast Network poll question: which team has the better center depth, Seattle Kraken or the Minnesota Wild? Right now, still early in the voting, but Minnesota Wild leads 70%. I thought Nate actually made the better case for the Seattle Kraken. So those in the chat right now. I'm gonna throw the link in here, and we'll get your opinion on it as well. Even if you don't have Twitter and you can't go vote, just comment your opinion. We really appreciate it. Andrew, I'm beat from today, but I always come by and chill with you guys. Andrew, we love it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hope you had a good day. I hope you enjoyed your Saturday. Sleep in tomorrow. It's the Lord's Day tomorrow. Sleep in. Rick Smith, I'm okay. Oh, this is replying to Andrew. I don't read these before I click them, which probably, producer Josh doesn't appreciate. Anyways, they're talking away there. I was about to click the next one too. That's amazing. Front row production. Well, my prediction is done. Cocktail drink. Yeah, well, pour yourself a cold one, my friend. I'm looking back. What was your prediction from 3-1 Seattle? Yep. Well, I don't know. No, you. Oh yeah. That's done.
That's done.
That's done. Sorry, I looked at the wrong one there. But hey, thanks for playing from. Put it this way: we may give this hat away tonight. And for everyone who just joined us here on the live stream, you have a chance to win this 20 smiles hat, courtesy of our friends at Gong Show Gear. All you have to do to enter is in the live YouTube chat. Give us your prediction, goal prediction, and outcome of this game. Jacob, we already know 400-0. I got it marked. And in the post-game show, you come check back in and you'll have a chance to win this hat. Again, courtesy of our friends at Gong Show Gear. But what I was saying to Front Row Productions, every time there's a live stream, that I do a live stream anyways, we're giving away something here at the Hockey Podcast Network. So whether it's this hat, we might give it away tonight. It might live on for another night. Whether it's another piece of memorabilia, whether it's a gift card, something off the shelf here. We have a ton of prizes to give away on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Andrew B saying you have curling tomorrow at 10:30. Man, I love curling. I love watching curling. Can't wait for the Scotties.
Yeah, it's not something I was as much into, but I had the one year that I lived with my grandma here while at the university, and she's a huge curling fan, so I was watching with her. And honestly, I got into it. It's a fun thing to watch.
It's funny. My dad's from Iran, and he doesn't watch hockey, but curling's like one of his favorite sports. I'm like, what? But anyways, he's got me into it. And you know what's funny? Listen to the TSN's World Junior song, and then listen to the Scotties tournament song.
They're a little similar.
They're a little similar there. They're a little similar. Tim saying he has to go to bed. Good night, Tim. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it. Tim supported us. He subscribed to our channel and dropped a like on this video. We really appreciate if all you joining us here can do the same. But if not, I mean, at least enter the contest and give us your goal prediction of this game. Tim saying he'll miss us.
Have a good game tomorrow with the Vancouver Angels, Tim.
Rick said, I said 3 before puck drop. I got it down, Rick. Don't you worry. Little Perk 30, what up? Welcome to the stream. I don't know if you've been here this whole time. It's the first time you're commenting, but appreciate that you are joining us. I will make sure to get that on here tonight. A bunch of regulars tonight. I love it. I love it. Welcome back. Welcome back to the live stream. I was originally going to do one tomorrow for the Vancouver Canucks game against Anaheim Ducks. I am no longer able to do that, so sorry to let you all down. I know, shoot, man, I'm back by popular demand, apparently. Jeez, people are giving Berlansky a hard time. Nick Berlansky is a beauty. He's going to do more Pittsburgh watch-alongs here on the network. So, Little Perk, thank you for getting your prediction in. And it's crazy, man. I think there's only 3 Seattle Kraken, even from puck drop, C3 Seattle Kraken predictions here tonight. Jacob saying you got that down. Yes, I got that down, buddy. Don't you worry. And it sticks out, I'll tell you that much. Front Row Productions saying go Ducks. Nate actually does a podcast on the Anaheim Ducks. Nate, you should plug away there for a little bit.
Yes, I do. Front Row Productions. You can watch or listen to me, as well as my co-host Carter Potts on the Quack Reports, the Anaheim Ducks show on the Hockey Podcast Network. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever. But we put some heart and soul into our video content as well. So you can find us on our YouTube channel at Quack Report Pod.
Oh, and a little scrum as the net was knocked off there. I mean, you got to believe Bukestad's in it, that monster.
Yep.
Brandon Duhaime. Brandon Duhaime, Nate, you're a hockey guy. You're a hockey nerd, right? Much like myself. Number 21. He's been the Wild's best prospect, whether playing in Iowa or in the NHL right now. He is a very good power forward, and in my opinion, he's probably the reason that Jordan Greenway gets traded off of this team. He hasn't lit the lamp tonight, but he's been unbelievable. One of my favorite players to watch as of late. Little Perk, yeah, I was here the last Wild stream. Yeah, man, I know. I remember that username. Don't you worry. Join me for the next. I'm going to be doing a ton more Canucks and Wild streams in particular all season. So if you see a Wild stream queued up ahead of time on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel, set a reminder. If it's Canucks or if it's Wild, it's probably me or Dylan. And I know you all are a fan of Dylan as well, as he's really, this is his seat. I'm in his seat. He's the star. Andrew, I'm glad you are live tonight. The other guys did a good job. Oh, thanks, Andrew. Yeah, Nate, he was on last night. Berlansky on the night before. Neil Villapiano, he'll be back next week. Jerem will be back. And even our YouTube director extraordinaire, I think he's jumping on some Sens and Toronto streams in the next couple weeks. Jacob Day, throwing it to the NBA. Go Lakers. Okay, I got nothing against the Lakers. I'm from Vancouver, British Columbia, so Memphis took my team, and then Oklahoma took my second team. So I watch Portland. That's my quote unquote team. I'll root for the Raptors if they're in the playoffs because of Canada, I guess. But I'm just not a Toronto sports guy at all. I was glad to see them win their first championship. Don't get me wrong. I thought Kawhi Leonard coming for a year, getting a ring and leaving was a boss move, and I respected the hell out of it. But other than that, like I said, Portland. When Vancouver gets an NBA team again, and they will someday because it will work in this market, I'll go all in on them. Just a quick update on this game before we go back to the comments here. 2-0 lead for the Minnesota Wild again. Just over 6 minutes left in this second period. But Seattle Kraken are still playing damn good hockey, in my opinion. It's not sloppy, Nate, at all. It's just they don't have the firepower to really just set up anything elite or super dangerous in the offensive zone. It's just kind of bringing the puck in and trying to set up, and it's not gonna get you a goal easily against Tam Talbot or this Minnesota Wild defense group.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. And it's definitely playing out pretty similar to what you were talking about before, at least for the Wild, how they had the shots. It was all in their favor for the first period. And then the second period, they kind of let them come back a little bit. This period alone, shots are 7-6 for the Wild currently. So it's a lot closer in this period.
Yeah, no, I'm just getting some DMs on my Twitter. Bring them into the chat, folks. Come on now. People on the network saying that looks so much fun. I want to do some live streams. Well, let's do them. Let's do them sometime. Let's do them. Front Row Productions. I was just gonna get to this. I'll sub. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. I mean, you guys are all awesome. You drive the bus here. These watch-alongs are so much fun, and we appreciate all the subscribers, because then we can get more eyes. We can get more people in the chat. As our channel grows, we reach more people. YouTube will push us a little bit more in front of more eyes, and these chats will really get buzzing. Could you imagine once we hit 1,000 subs, how crazy the chat's going to be, Nate? That's the dream.
That would be great to go through, because I love the interaction that we're having with the comments tonight. So, and just give me more of it. Inject that into my veins.
It's a little community now, and that's what I love about it. That's what I love about it. Andrew B, oh man, you're not live tomorrow. When are you going to be live next? I'm sorry, Andrew. I know I told you I would be live tomorrow. Whatever the next. Okay, put it this way: the next Canucks game. I don't know if it's Tuesday or Wednesday. Whatever it is, count me in. Count me in. I'm doing that one. And you know what? We'll throw Dylan in the mix too. He's probably here lurking in the chat somewhere. Every now and then you'll come with a sly comment. Rick saying, oh, funny things. No shit, I met my wife at a curling rink. We never played after that. We've been hockey now 20 years. That's amazing. You should
the curling rink did its job.
Hey, yeah. Talk about one and done. Holy. Rick, you should, for an anniversary, you should go back. And just go to don't even play. Just go. I mean, you don't have to. You can play, but you don't have to play. Just go there and, I don't know, just take it all in. I think that would be fun. I don't know. I don't want to put words in your mouth or make plans for your anniversary, but that's something cute and quirky I would do for 100%. Yeah. Andrew B, the first guy you had, he's great, but he's under my skin. Dylan? Is that what you mean, the first guy, Dylan? And why is he under your skin again? Because he's a realist? NZA, wow, just need the Kraken to score a goal. My prediction would actually be right. Yes, I mean, it would, but then there's a whole third period left. Yeah. Just saying. But yes, not to take the wind out of your pipes there, NZA. I'm pulling for everybody, for anybody and everybody here. I just want to give away this damn hat so we can bring in another contest piece. No, seriously, now at one point there were 5 people who had the right predicted score. Then the Wild scored 2 empty netters and fucked it up for everybody.
Oh man. You know what? I want to add to NZA's prediction here. Because he's saying that he just needs the Kraken to score and his is right. It's obviously not going to count towards the contest. I just want to see if he can predict who will score the goal as well. So throw that in the comments.
Throw that in the comments. We just want to hear it. Rick, I mean, everyone's giving us comments on the Canucks game and Vegas here. Whoa, Vegas scores 3-2, Vegas up. So look at put it this way, Andrew B. I wouldn't want to do that game right now anyways, because the Wild are up 2-0. I'm smiling. I'm buzzing. Vancouver, I mean, I'm pulling my hair out right now watching that team. So it'll be interesting, win or lose tonight, the live stream that Dylan and I pop on next week, because we'll have a lot of words. We'll have a lot of emotions. I mean, Jacob Day, let's go. 3-2 Vegas. Yep. Sotapod, the boy Hoppy saying, if Pitlick gets the Hattie, I'm using Sotapod money to buy a jersey. No, you're not. We just use Sotapod money to buy a beer advent calendar and Zia jersey. Let's wait another month, Hoppy. Jeez, golly. Andrew B, second guy, he's talking about Leafs. Oh. You mean Neil Villapiano? Who was talking about Leafs?
I'm not even sure.
James?
Oh,
maybe it was James. Anyways.
Yeah, there's an interference call on Mark Giordano there.
Oh yeah, there it is. Even though he's the one who, I don't know, man. On Pitlick too. That's hilarious.
Oh, Dumba.
Oh, was it?
Or no,
okay,
wait, yeah. Or no, wait, that's not number 18.
That's no Jordan Green. No, that's Jordan Greenway.
Oh, okay.
And that's not, again, that just, like I said, I haven't seen Brandon Duhaime much. Oh shit! I was looking at a completely different play there from the interference.
Oh,
I saw
there it
two
is.
other players
Yeah.
get I saw two other players get tangled, but no, there it is. I mean this is not what you want to see from a Jordan Greenway, who right now is playing for his life on this team. You know, he's not in the good books with the coaching. He's been a healthy scratch every now and then. He's buried in the lineup now, not getting a ton of minutes. And yes, he has to play hard because that's his game, but he was supposed to be a skilled, two-way player. That's who he was touted to be. And right now he's just Jordan Greenway taking a bunch of penalties and not even
Jeez.
showing any of the skill side, where Brandon Duhaime is actually kind of a threat.
Yeah, it's being a bit more of a
NZA,
liability.
yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it was interesting that Luke Cunnin was traded to the Nashville Predators instead of a Jordan Greenway, because I really liked Luke Cunnin, and I thought that he fit this team's mold a little bit more, and he's respectfully doing very well. I mean, Nashville's having a good season thus far.
Yeah, they are.
Surprising. I mean, Matt Duchene, and I'll eat crow. I've never been really a fan of Matt Duchene. I think he's so overrated. The guy's never even put a point per game. I mean, once with the Ottawa run, but you know what I mean? He's not an 80-point player. This year, he is on another level. NZA, I actually don't know, maybe Brandon Tanev or Mark Giordano.
I like those picks. Definitely like those picks. So I got one friend who's a Pittsburgh fan, and so she was upset when Tanev got picked up by Seattle, but has been following him there. And obviously, me being a Flames fan as well, upset with Mark Giordano getting picked up by Seattle. But what are you gonna do? I guess so.
Well, you have Chris Tanev.
Like
so shut up. You have Chris Tanev. Took him right from Vancouver, so there you go. I'm so sad. He's one of my favorite players.
He's a great guy.
Leafs suck booty. Sure. I can't stand the Leafs. Montreal. Look, Jacob, we're friends, man. I can't stand the Habs. I'm Canadian, and the two teams I hate the most are the Habs and the Toronto Maple Leafs. And that's over Boston, man. That's some heat.
Oh, yeah, that is. Damn.
Leafs are the worst NHL team. Yeah, and I can't wait for I can't wait for Austin Matthews to sign in Arizona. It's going to be a beautiful thing. I can't wait for TSN and Sportsnet to do like all day hits on it. Just everybody crying. It's going to be beautiful.
A month later, there'll be an hour-and-a-half special on it.
Yeah. Rick saying, if there's 6 guys on 3-2, do you chainsaw the cap up? No, what we do is live in the post-game show, we do a draw from said hat. How do you like that? How do you like that? Front Row Productions. I don't know what you're laughing at, but hey, we're all having fun here tonight on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Nothing but love. Caps are the second worst team. Oh, come on, Jacob. Come on. Neil for sure. Oh, so that's the guy. Okay, well, Neil's like the man, the myth, the legend. So you have a bone to pick with Neil, that's fine. But I really like the guy. And by the way, he's just a sports/hockey broadcaster. His team, he's a Jersey boy. He's an Italian Jersey boy. So New Jersey is his favorite team, but the guy can cover all hockey. So he's perfect for the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. He's got as big a jersey collection as Nate. So he can suit up for any team, but he did his research though too, Andrew. So don't rip on him too much. He brought notes upon notes upon notes, and that stream got the highest views on our channel. So what are you gonna do? Front Row Productions. What are you so angry about? What grinded your gears there?
It must be that Caps are the second worst team.
Habs over Caps, Jacob. No. I love you, buddy.
Yeah, I can't even go with this.
You're killing me here. You're killing me. You're making me sweat. Bet we can be best friends. I think we could.
Nice save by Talbot. Damn.
Oh, baby. And Talbot's been on his game. I mean, there have been a lot of shots from both of these teams respectively. And I was ripping on Seattle's goaltending a little bit going into this period or going into this game. And yes, the Wild do lead 2-0. Shots on goal only 14-16. But again, both have been playing adequately, and I like how there's still 6-7 block shots apiece for both of these teams, 7 for the Kraken respectively.
Yeah, Talbot was a great pickup by Minnesota, I thought last year. So I was talking to a Oilers buddy of mine, Carter, I guess, that I host the Quack Report with, and we both agreed the Edmonton Oilers gave up on him way too quickly.
Oh yeah, 100%. He's very, very good.
Yeah.
NZA, I'm a Habs fan. Oh well, I respect your opinion. NZA, I love you and respect your opinion, and that's okay. Like, I'll put it this way: Vancouver, they're not loved by Canada either. They're not loved Canada-wide. Caps, Jacob's giving them no love at all. At least Jacob has the Habs over the Caps there, so it's okay. We don't all have to love the same team, but we're all, there's nothing but love here on the channel. It's a diverse channel. It's a channel covering all teams. So there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Andrew, he's from Phoenix.
Oh
guy.
my
Yes.
God.
Oh, I'm just about to see it.
Oh,
Please tell me that was Rem Pitlick. Oh my God, number 16, Rem Pitlick. Oh, all right, I take it back, Hoppy. I take it back. It's his.
Oh my God.
We're getting a jersey. We're getting the jersey. Oh my God. And there's hats in Seattle.
Beautiful.
In Seattle at the Climate Pledge Arena. How do you like them apples, Wild Twitter? How do you like that? Oh my God. 2 breakaway goals.
Oh, and this one, he just undressed Grubauer. Man, he bit hard on
How do
that.
you like that?
Wow.
I'm telling you, Nate, I know you're not up and up in Wild Twitter, but it was nuts the other day. It was nuts. The disrespect for Rem Pitlick. It was
He must have been
roof.
seeing it.
I'm tweeting Brett Marshall right after this. I'm tweeting him because this is beautiful. Yeah. So about Jersey, little perk. Woo! Deep end Pitlick, Hattie. Oh man. Rick Kraken losing. Yes, they are. And if you're a Minnesota Wild fan, you are loving this. Rick Smith saying goalies for Canada, hope be 1 of 3. See, that's the thing, Rick. If he is, that's not a good thing. That's not a, but hey,
I'm not too sure about that.
Put it out. And this is a hot take. And I know Jacob's going to hate me for this one, but hope be over Marc-Andre for the Olympics. 100%.
Oh, okay. I can't even go with that one. And that's me like putting away the fanboy thing for Fleury. I can't go with that, man. I can't go with that.
Molstar Pitlick for the hat trick. Unbelievable. We gotta buy another jersey for the Soda Pod team. Rem Pitlick. We're gonna hang that shit up in the Soda Pod recordings. This is just, oh man, this is just too good for Wild Twitter. And I'm not on Twitter, we're here with you as we end this second intermission. We'll go to a quick break and we'll go into our intermission here and keep the comments coming. It's a comment driven stream. We love it. But wow, Rem Pitlick, I absolutely love it. Jacob saying only 397 more goals till I'm right. James joining hat trick. Rem Pitlick. We can't get enough of this kid tonight. Okay, keep the comments coming. We'll run down the rest on the other side. We'll take a quick break and dive into our second intermission. We'll run down the contest again because I know there's some new viewers who are still waiting to get in on this contest. I know State of Hoppy and the Soda Pod are taking the strategic route and not going to send it until a minute before closing, but that's okay. Get your predictions in. 5 minutes before the 5 minutes into the third period, rather, we cut the entries. Get your goal prediction or and final outcome of this game in the live YouTube chat. We'll run that down. We'll run the poll question down. We'll keep taking your comments. This is a comment-driven stream, and we'll give our takeaways from this period, though I know it's just going to be Rem Pitlick. You're watching us here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel live. Minnesota Wild, Seattle Kraken. We'll take a quick break, and we'll see you on the rebound. And we are back live here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Minnesota Wild, Seattle Kraken, and the Wild lead 3-0. And look, Rem Pitlick, give this guy the keys to the city already. Unbelievable period by him. It's a comment-driven live stream. We will get to all the comments coming here. We really appreciate all of them. Our last intermission, we didn't even give any of our takeaways. We didn't really have time to run down the poll question. It was all you. So keep them coming. We will start if you just joined us here on the intermission. If you have not gotten your goals and scoring prediction yet to enter this contest, get them in the live YouTube chat. Tell us, who do you think is going to win this game? What the final score is going to be? 5 minutes into the third period, we cut the entries. I just want to give a quick shout out here. And actually, after I do this, I'll hand the reins over to Nate to quickly go through the rest of these comments. Cause I mean, my DMs are blowing up right now about Rem Pitlick. I threw some matches and some fires I probably shouldn't have. And I know we're on a live stream, but like, I just have to get to them because the salt's in the wound now. But I believe pretty much after James with Mole Stars where we can pick up on there. But before, I'll let you do that, I got to give a shout out. They support us on the Soda Pod. We are partners with them. For all the Minnesota fans watching, go support our friends at 7th Avenue Pizza. 7th Ave Pizza, the best damn frozen pizza in all of Minnesota. They support us. Go support them. Pick up a shirt from Soda Sticks or pick up a frozen pizza wherever. They're everywhere, from the Hy-Vees all the way to... Shoot, I don't even know all Minnesota's grocery stores, but I know they're at Hy-Vee. So go check them out there. As I attend to this Rem Pitlick stuff here, and again, I'm just buzzing right now, Nate. Let's get caught up with the comments. I'll hand it over to you. Bring them up, address them as you see fit.
Yeah, let's take a look here. We got Molestar42 saying final score prediction, not just for the Hats, but for Pitlick as well. 3-0 Wild is what he's going to go for here. We got Andrew saying go Pitlick and giving us a score update that Vancouver scored. It is 3-3, but follows it up. No goal. What the fuck?
That's bullshit, he says. Why? Tell us why it's bullshit.
We got Luke B here saying the Pitlick fan club with
baby.
Absolutely. Honestly, I'm loving this, man. This is the most I've seen of Pitlick so far, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. Honestly, so it's looking good.
I'd be throwing this hat if I could, if we weren't giving it away tonight.
We got Andrew saying Pitlick, let's go, my dude. Luke chiming in again. Hartman has really rounded out his game. He is a stud. Yeah, from what I can tell, at least, he definitely has. But I feel like, Isha, you might be able to attest to this a little bit more than I can.
We'll come back to that one in a sec here. I want to make sure I get Gus's entry into.
For sure, yeah. And speaking of which, we got Gus saying 5-0 for Minnesota is his prediction here.
Playing it, strategic. I like it. Waiting till second intermission before the third period to get his prediction. Very, very nice.
We got Rick chiming in with sweet Vancouver 3-3. So they must have now scored a goal that counts. And we got a question here from Donnell for you, Isha. Is that Wild Reverse Retro jersey an Adidas or a trashy, cheap Fanatics jersey?
It is first of all, it was a gift. I would have bought an Adidas one. So yes, to answer your question exactly how you wrote it, it is a trashy, cheap Fanatics jersey. It's not my fault that the NHL partnered with Fanatics. Look, the NFL fucking partnered with Fanatics too. But to answer your question, look, I would have bought an Adidas. I'm grateful of the gift. If whoever got to me is watching, thank you very much. I appreciate it. But yeah, it wasn't an Adidas. They were sold out of the Adidas.
Yeah. See, like I like the feeling of the Fanatics ones. It's the logo, like the cresting for me, like just that shiny material that throws me off from it.
I don't like any of it.
Purely for that reason is why I get the Authentics.
Let's go, Reebok.
We got James chiming in here with a prediction of the Wild winning 4-1.
Who's scoring the one goal for Seattle, James? That's what I want to know. Follow up.
He'll be throwing the analytics up to make his prediction, I'm sure here. Rick saying power play Vegas. Got Andrew WTF Vancouver penalty at the end of the second period. And we got Gus saying Seattle was built defensively, but they are horrible. Grubauer has the hole in his glove.
Yeah, so Nate, jump on that there since you've been kind of keeping an eye on this game a little bit more from a Seattle perspective, and you talked about in the pregame show how you liked, for the most part, Grubauer, and you said that you understood that he's not going to look the same on this team than he did on his last team. But I think we all agree overall though that they just don't have the scoring power. They have the two-way to make this a hockey game, as we saw it. It looks like it's a pretty even game. They're all battling, but they're definitely missing the scoring there. And keep the comments coming, everybody. We love it.
Yeah, they absolutely are. Yeah, like you said, they're very much a two-way team. I do love their transition game, honestly, though. They're able to move it end to end very quickly there. But yeah, they just don't really have, besides Jordan Eberle this year, it seems, they don't really have those guys that are finishers. And that was something I was kind of wondering about at the start of the season as well, before we had even seen any games played by this expansion Seattle Kraken.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead if you were going to say.
No, I was just going to say, I just saw some more people tune in, so I just want to make sure that everyone knows to get in on the contest. You have a chance to win this hat, 20 miles, 20 smiles, courtesy of our friends at Gong Show Gear. If you all you have to do is give your game prediction in the live YouTube chat, final score, who you think is going to win, and in the post-game show we will announce a winner. Entries to the contest and 5 minutes into the third period.
I'm going to throw this up quick because we were wondering who's going to score that Kraken goal for James's predictions. He's saying he's in flight en route to the game right now. Seattle called and needs some help.
Look at that. The confidence.
James is apparently paying for the Wi-Fi on the planes, man. Like, come on.
Yeah,
exactly.
How the hell is that even possible there?
Turn it back on airplane mode, man. Come on, you're gonna crash the plane.
Come on now. Golly.
We got Donnell here saying, nice collection of your jerseys in the background. I see that they are all Adidas. Good job, sir. Thank you very much. Yes, these are all Adidas ones behind me. I have one Fanatics jersey, and that is my reverse retro Mighty Ducks. And that one I was okay with going the Fanatics route because it's sublimated anyway. So I'm not a fan of the cresting on the Fanatics one. But because it was sublimated as well, I went with that one, and I love that jersey, honestly, and so did Ducks fans. Man, that original, at least that color scheme needs to come back.
Okay, the color scheme, fine. The jersey itself, I'm like, come on, man. What is this? The ECHL?
Oh, I think it's a great jersey. I still think it's a great
Ducks
jersey.
Fans
it could still fit in today. I think
if Ducks fans like it, that's fine. That's fine with me. Yeah, let's keep going through these comments here. I've addressed enough of the Rem Pitlick talk on Twitter.
Yeah, we got another one here from Donnell. Do you like the Kraken home and road jerseys? I personally really do. I had a chance to see them in person this weekend. They're beautiful. I was just gonna say I like the away jerseys more, but have nothing against the home jerseys. Donnell, since you're here, I want to ask you, sir, and I'll pose this question to Nate too. Do you think that home jerseys should be white again? No. I really. No. I love the color, man.
See, I like representing your color on the road, being like, this is this is us. You don't have your home barn, at least you have your colors. And if you can make, like the Seattle Kraken, a really good white jersey work as your home jersey, I don't know. Looking at the Krakens and the old Mighty Ducks one, it just brings me back to where I'm like, God, I could really go for white jerseys again.
Yeah, that's fair. But no, I'm 100%. I love the colored jerseys and that kind of thing. With my 32 collection, I'm trying to go for the colored ones as well. Be it, an alternate, like a specialty jersey or something like that. I think I have 4 white jerseys in my collection. And that's not to say I don't like white jerseys, though. There are some beautiful ones out there. As much as it pains me to say it, the royal blue and orange away, or I guess like the white Oilers jersey is one of my favorites of all time. It's just a clean look.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not to say I don't like the white jerseys, but I love the darker ones so much better.
I love it. Great question, Donald. Love the jersey talk. Love the jersey talk. All right, let's keep these going here. Luke B. Foligno versus Susie in the third. Hey, wouldn't that be something? Poor Susie. Poor Susie. That's all I'm gonna say. Foligno's
gonna Superman punch him and connect this time.
Oh, Jesus. Let's just say you guys put in work. I deserve so much better ratings. People need to share and sub up. Oh, Rick, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, you heard the man. Drop a like on the video. Really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. We have watch-alongs pretty much every single day, if not at least 5 days a week here on the Hockey Podcast YouTube channel. An array of hosts, podcast hosts from the Hockey Podcast Network jump on and do these watch-alongs, and it's so much fun hanging out with all you. And I mean, the chat's what keeps it going. The chats is what's so much fun about it. You all are driving the bus. You know, we're just riding along here shotgun. Andrew B. Phoenix guy did Phoenix game. Okay.
I'm seeing this next comment. I'm grabbing it here.
Okay. NZA. At first, I hated the Ducks jersey, but now I find it neat. Okay, Nate's bringing it out. Oh,
that thing is beautiful, I think.
It's something. It's something.
I do gotta say, when the rumors of this jersey coming out, because I also do work with Aesthetics as well.
Yeah.
Chris there, who does some great work.
Shout out to them. Unbelievable stuff.
And and he was reporting that, you know, the Wild Wing jersey was the one that they were looking at for the reverse retro. At the time, it was like the orange idea of it. Yeah, but I was like, man, you're really gonna bring like the worst jersey in hockey history. Like, that's what the Ducks are gonna go for. There's some other ones that they could have gone. Honestly, though, seeing the white version of it though right away, I'm just like, that just looks so much better, honestly. So like, there's a case of a white jersey that I love. It looks better than the original ones.
I mean, Nate, I respect you. I'll listen to your case. But you can't drop the mic like that. You can't drop the mic like that. The Elder, formerly known as the Edler, because I couldn't read for like 2 streams straight. Canucks and Knights tied 3-3. I know the Elder. I was originally gonna do the Canucks stream tomorrow. Something came up. I couldn't do it, but I appreciate you dropping in here. The Elder. Watch. He's gonna go off on Travis Green, even in this stream. Just watch it. It's gonna happen. Luke B, I think Goudreau isn't a good fit on the top line. Just throwing that out there. Are you talking Johnny Goudreau? No, you're talking this game. No, I know. I'm not a fan either. But at the same time, who else do you put in there? Do you put Eriksson Ek back with those two, Zuccarello? I don't know. I haven't hated what I've seen of Freddie Goudreau thus far with the Wild. I think he's playing fine. He's playing to his capabilities. But let's be real here. He's not a first-line player. He's never expected to be a first-line player. With how this team is constructed, which, going back full circle to our poll question, who has a better center depth on the Kraken and the Wild? You can vote on Twitter at VI Sports Talk on my Twitter page. It's pinned to the top. I mean, what did we expect, Luke? But you know, fair point. Donald Weaver, I like the dark jersey more, but the white jerseys need to go back to the home jerseys again. There, you're speaking my language. Gus, Seattle could use that ice blue as their primary color for a jersey too. Ooh, you're right. They could. Yeah. They could. I honestly almost like that more than going like the darker route. Because all you need is color, right? You don't have to be a dark color. You just have to be a color. Andrew B say, Nate, what's your favorite color?
Red.
Red. Very nice. Yeah. Very nice. Can you guess what my favorite colors are by my 2 favorite teams?
Blue and green.
There you go. Red's actually my least favorite color, which that's why like buying a Caps jersey was like, I'm never gonna wear this, but I did when obviously they went on their cup run, and I still do with pride.
I thought it was great because like all the teams that I follow besides the Blue Jays are they just happen to be red teams.
Yeah.
So
hey, that works. And you know, I'm not a fan of red, but the old like orange Lanny McDonald Flames jerseys are second to none.
Oh yeah, like, the retros one, man. I'm so glad they brought them back. They're beautiful,
unbelievable. Much like Lanny's stash. I mean, we talked about Nate's beard here, but I mean, Lanny's still got that stash going. Unbelievable. Donald saying, have you guys heard that there's a rumor that the NHL might bring back their reverse retros back in next season since they were hit maybe in a different look?
Okay, no, there's enough. I can say I've heard from multiple sources that it is confirmed they will be back.
There you go. You heard it here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Andrew B. Wheeler's Islanders jersey is so horrible. Is that the one with like the fisherman? Is that what you're talking about? The
That
fisherman
one's a
island, maybe?
beautiful one. However, the black ones that they have with like the blue shoulders and like the gray that just had like Islanders kind of like not the like yeah, like kind of the basketball look. Those
The
were trash.
Brooklyn Islanders ones.
Yeah, not like the straight black ones with a little bit of white striping. Those were
Oh
beautiful
yeah, no,
actually.
I know.
But the
Yeah, I
the
like the
ones
black ones.
before that, those ones,
Yeah. Those are awful. Donald, I never liked the Ducks reverse retro jerseys. The only thing I like about it is the Mighty Ducks logo on the shoulder and the color teal on the shoulder. Look, I agree. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. Keep the comments coming, and we will get to the rest of them that came in during this intermission. Look at that again, Nate. Didn't even have time to talk about our notes, and that's okay. We'll be watching this third period closely as the Wild, or should I say, Rem Pitlick leads the Seattle Kraken 3-0. Puck has just dropped. We'll take a quick break. On the other side, we'll continue to watch this game with you all. Minnesota Wild, Seattle Kraken in this third period. And then we'll have a short post-game show, which we will announce the winner, hopefully a winner of this 20 Smiles hat. You have 4 more minutes to get your entries in, your goal predictions, your outcome of this game in the YouTube live chat. We'll take a quick break again, and we will see you on the other side. And we are back live on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel, Minnesota Wild, Seattle Kraken. I just saw the hit count there, over 20 apiece by both of these teams. There's some blocked shots by each of these teams. I mean, it's been a rough game. And I mean, Rem Pitlick and Ryan Hartman have been dominating for this Wild team. But overall, I've liked Seattle Kraken's drive. But again, the point of this game is to put pucks in the back of the net, and the Seattle Kraken really struggling to do so. It's a comment-driven stream. We'll announce when our contest is over. I mean, we're like a minute or two out from that. So this is the final call. Get your entries in. Last call to get your entries in. Goal predictions, game outcome predictions in the live YouTube chat. Tell us who you think is going to win and what the score is going to be for a chance to win this 20 Smiles hat, courtesy of our friends at Gong Show Gear. In the post-game show, we'll check all the entries and we'll see if we have a winner or if we have to do a draw for a winner. It's a comment-driven stream, so let's get right back to the chat. Donald saying, do you think white jerseys pop more than dark jerseys? No, but that's because the ice is white. Tommy Bavaro, why are the Kraken atrocious? Again, I don't think they're atrocious. I think that they don't have any scoring. Like, they really don't have anybody to pull the trigger. Hell, they don't have anybody. See, even there,
very close.
Crazy amount of chance there. No one pulled the trigger. God damn it. like right on cue there. I mean, that was a close opportunity, but no dice for them. So again, yeah, they don't even have anyone to pull out the gun. Like this just they're just defense. Jacob, Habs can't win if you put a team of 10 years old against them. I mean, fair. Avatar, what's up, THPN? How's it going tonight? Avatar, very happy for you to join us. What's up with you? Thank you for joining us. My Avalanche pulled out a win tonight. God damn it. I have subbed and hit the like. Isles Girl Kim recommended your channel to me. Oh, well, Avatar, Thank you so much. Look, I'll put my Canucks fandom on the shelf then, and I'll say thank you very much for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Kim is amazing. I did a watch along with her last week, hoping to do more down the road, and I appreciate the recommendation from Kim, and I appreciate Avatar, you joining us and subscribing to the channel. Watch-alongs at least 5 days a week here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. James saying hashtag Insider Nate. NCA, why was the reverse retro even taken off in the first place? I don't think it was taken off. It was just run as like a year.
Yeah, it was
promo
just
a campaign, right?
Yeah, it was just a 1 year thing. And honestly, we saw it more last year than we were originally intended to, actually. If COVID wasn't a thing or anything like that. Originally, teams were only going to be able to wear them. I think it was like 2 times at most. But because of the shortened season, they kind of swapped it for that actually, and gave teams up to 6 chances to wear them. So
there you go. Yeah, Andrew was doubling down the Fisherman jersey. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I generally like most of what the Islanders do, though. Luke B, is that wine in a mason jar?
No, I had some good old diet root beer in that. So I love my root beer.
Wine in a mason jar is like some Vancouver Island shit right there. That's
totally. It wouldn't be a first time for me doing it. I'll say that.
Mason jars is what people just use as glasses here on the island. People here are a different breed. Coming from northern, BC and Prince George, it was quite the change, but I've gotten used to it now. Like I said, I got the hippie hair going. I said that earlier in the stream anyways. Rick saying, I will never watch a Vegas game with them mirror helmets. How depressing. Yeah, I can't stand those golden helmets. I mean, what is this? NCAA? Come on now. This is the National League. Andrew B, Avatar DM to Kim if you want to about that comment. I don't know what that means, but sure. Okay. Rick Smith, 4-0 pull the goalie. Andrew B, I'm still beat, but I'll be here. Andrew, look at that. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Rick Smith calling for the, I don't know if, it's way too early. I was like, did he already pull the net? There's 15 minutes left in the game. What is this? Like Patrick Waugh? A couple weeks ago, not last time. I'm a little confused, Andrew, but keep the comments coming. Wow, what? Finally caught up in the chat here, which is amazing.
Yeah,
which is amazing. I love it. I love it. Keep them coming. Again, it's a comment-driven stream. We're riding shotgun to you guys driving the bus here, so this is awesome. And again, thanks to everybody. We'll quickly touch on the poll question. Not a lot of activity here tonight. And hell, I'll even throw the link here in the YouTube chat again. Poll question tonight: Minnesota Wild, Seattle Kraken Hockey Podcast Network. Poll question: which team between the Minnesota Wild and the Seattle Kraken has better center depth? Right now, the Minnesota Wild lead, but there's not a lot of activity on the poll. So take that with a grain of salt. Get back to the comments here in just a second. Just about to post the poll question. But Nate, eyes back on this game. What do you see?
It's looking good. The Kraken are, still driving like they were in that second period there, but no dice just yet. So yeah, the Kraken are just going off in this period. Already 5-1 are the shots on that.
Very nice. I just saw some comments on the poll question that are just like, how about none? And then my co-host and DMs saying you're not really enthused over the jersey. I'm literally on a live stream here, Hoppy. Like I typed to him, buy it. I'll write buy it with an exclamation mark.
There you go. That's enthusiasm, right?
And the flame emoji underneath it. There you go. I love it. Yeah, from what I've watched of Seattle Kraken hockey thus far this season, again, it hasn't been too much, but tonight watching them very closely, I watched very closely in the last Minnesota Wild game against them as well, and it's more of the same. I know we keep kind of saying the same thing here, but like they may be a hard team to quote unquote play against, but they have some holes defensively too. Now, exactly, I'm not going to dissect exactly every little thing I've seen thus far because again, I haven't seen too much, but moving forward, I imagine that when these guys finally bring up some of these top, prospects that they will inevitably develop and whatnot, and they start bringing in the scoring. I mean, around some of the veterans that maybe some from this expansion draft are here, maybe they move forward from them altogether. This team's not going to be making us jump from our seat in excitement, with highlight reel plays for another like 2 or 3 years, Nate. That's my prediction, anyways. We're going back to the comments here. Donald Weaver, as a diehard New York sports fan, the Tri-City State area and New York, New Jersey area, I did get three reverse retro jerseys of the Islanders, Rangers, and Devils. Which out of the three is your favorite? Oh my God, Donald, that's A,
Ooh,
that's amazing. B, what a
yeah.
question. What a question, Nate. I mean, being the Jersey guy yourself,
Ooh.
what are your thoughts? I mean, I didn't like the Rangers one too much. It's okay. It's fine. So I don't know if that one's my top. The Devils. I'm going with Devils. I like that one. The Christmas tree, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, the Christmas tree is definitely nice, but I'm a sucker for the Lady Liberty. As much as it became a
Really?
little more minimalistic, that's got to be my top one. I didn't even realize that the New York Islanders actually did one this year.
It was
Just,
underwhelming to say the
oh
least.
man, dude, that is. I feel like there's not normally, like they're part of it to a point, but I feel like that jersey was a Lou Lamoriello decision, right? Of like, because the fans wanted and were begging for the fishermen to come back in
Yeah,
some
we'll lose
capacity
like
for it, right?
hell no, not under my
The
watch.
the man, I saw Islanders fans just light up because the
Really?
next day after the reverse retros were all unveiled, right? The next day, the Islanders put out, "Hey, we've partnered with Herschel, and there's fisherman hats and backpacks." And they're
But not
like, "Are
jerseys.
you kidding me?"
That's amazing. That's
Like
amazing.
we just asked for one thing, and like, yes, they get some fisherman stuff, which I like. I like that. It's great. I'd love to see it come back in some form, but man, I felt for Islanders fans who wanted that back because it just felt like, a little salt in the wound of like the next day. Yeah, here's a backpack and a hat, but it's not the jersey you want.
Right, right. And look, I'll give some love to Lady Liberty only because Marique Malik is an absolute legend, and that shootout goal will go down in history with him wearing that jersey. Nicholas Lee, thank you for joining the chat. Oh, a little late to the party. Do we have any other comments here? Okay, Nicholas, exception because okay, quickly get one in. Get one in. Get one in. Screw it. You have literally 2 seconds though. If I don't see a comment from Nicholas in 2 seconds, it's not a possibility. Again, check out our poll question at VI Sports Talk on my Twitter page. It is pinned to the top of the page. Bath time for Hot Sam Bacho 1. What a username. Don't put it in past Hackstall to pull early. He pulled the goalie last game when Anaheim had possession. Fair enough, but not 15 minutes, right? That's a little extreme. I mean, even Patrick Waugh did it around 7 or 8. But 15, I mean, golly, Nate, that would be something else. That's like send Hackstall back to North Dakota if that's the case. Holy. On Bob Matthew to go on Bob M having to go on alcohol abuse.
Oh, that's in reference to Bob Murray, the Anaheim Ducks GM.
Oh, okay. I haven't been following a story as closely. I know that he was suspended or whatever they asked to step
Yeah,
away.
so he was on leave basically while they were doing an investigation into stuff, and the next day Bob Murray had stepped down as the GM of the Anaheim Ducks as well as their one of their executives. And it sounded like he checked himself into into
Okay.
rehab for alcohol abuse. So it doesn't necessarily make it okay what he did to the staff of the Anaheim Ducks, that sort of thing. But obviously, wishing the best to and in recovery to Murray there.
I'm
So
glad he's getting the help he needs.
Yeah.
Matt Dumba taking a penalty here, again, something that Wild fans don't really want to see from Matt Dumba, but I guess it's better than a turnover that leads to a goal. At least he's in the mix of things. I guess we'll go back to the comments here momentarily and see if there's any frustration with Matt Dumba. But Seattle getting there, I believe, second power play of the night. Second, it could be a third, but second or third power play of the evening.
I believe it's the second one. I'm just double checking on that here.
I mean, we have the stats up here. I could just check that too. But anyways, Seattle Kraken. Okay, let's see. Yeah, because Greenway took that penalty.
Yeah,
in the second period. I have been impressed with Eberle. I know that's kind of the call, but everyone's saying like Eberle's he's the trigger man here. But hey, 28 goals, I believe, was his career high in Edmonton, anyways. And he was able to still score goals, everywhere he landed. Yeah, playing the Barry Trotz game, he didn't put up a ton of points with the Islanders, but that's not the Islanders' way. I'm excited for him to be able to at least, get back into the limelight, because despite him playing for Edmonton, actually my friend, one of my good friends in Calgary, who's also on my vlog YouTube channel, he was friends with Jordan Eberle growing up. He's like,
nice.
Yeah, for like 2 years in high school, they were boys. So, I kind of always just rooted for Jordan because of that. And I mean, his first goal in Edmonton was outstanding.
Yeah, it was. I remember watching that game and just, even as like a young kid, just being like, damn, that's something special, actually. So
yeah, no, for sure. Let's get back to the comments here. Keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. It's a comment-driven stream. We absolutely love it. And look at that.
There's a Kraken goal.
Power play goal by the Kraken. I'm sure some of the predictions here, some people are
close,
licking their chops with that. It is a 3-1 game. Who got the goal there, Nate?
It wasn't Eberle. Johansson there.
Oh, well, there you go. And I was kind of ripping on Johansson in the beginning of the stream, saying that like he's far from the player he was with the Washington Capitals.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wenberg feeding him a nice one where he was able to just deflect that one in. Yeah, he's fired up. You can tell he's been wanting to get one. Johansson with his, let me see. I know he's not scoring much, but his first goal of the season and his for his second point. I guess he's only played 3 games, so that just shows how much I follow the Kraken there. But he wasn't that great in Minnesota last year. Let's just say that. Okay, back to the comments here. Seattle making this a game. Halfway through this third period. Donald says, I did manage to get the Rangers, Islanders, and Devils Adidas road white jersey, and they look great in person. And got to say that the Islanders and Devils Adidas white jerseys are very rare to find. Man, the nice Adidas ones are hard to find anywhere right now. I mean, you can't get a Kaprizov one. There's no way.
No, yeah. They're just gone. You got to like custom order those ones.
Andrew B saying, Rick Smith, we didn't get to talk that much. Well, I mean, fire it up in the chat. Thanks to everyone tuning in again. We really appreciate it. Chime in on our poll question. You can find it at VI Sports Talk on Twitter, pinned to the top of my page. Or if you scroll up here, I just posted a link. The Seattle Kraken they're making a game out of this one, only down by 2 goals now. Took advantage of that power play. And again, we talked about it in the pregame show. The Wild's PK, not very good. Not very good. And I mean, they let the Kraken score one. So there you go. Jacob saying 5-hole goal. I think he's talking about the Vancouver Canucks game, saying Demko is so slow in these games. Look, don't talk bad about Demko, Andrew. Him and JT Miller are the only 2 bright spots in Vancouver right now.
Yeah, Demko is looking awesome for the Vancouver Canucks right now. And
he's playing.
That was such a story that I was trying to follow, honestly, because he was just such a promising goaltender. I'm like, just don't screw this up, Vancouver.
No, I mean, they don't screw things up. They always have just too many good goaltenders and don't know how to handle them all. That's the thing. 4-4 Vancouver scores. Shoot, that game is a tight one, apparently. But hey, I'm having fun watching this one with all you here. This Minnesota Wild, Seattle Kraken. We'll be back on the Canucks watch-alongs next week. I promise, Andrew. I promise. And we'll get to all these comments. I promise you. Keep them coming. Donald, I do also got the Rangers, Islanders, and Devils Adidas home dark jerseys as well. They also look good in person as well. Donald, do you have Twitter? Like, tweet us these pictures, man. I want to see this collection.
I got the Rangers and Devils. I'm missing the Islanders right now, but I did wear that Rangers jersey last week. I was in attendance for the Oilers and Rangers there with that McDavid goal. Nice. That was just below me there. Man, amazing. That was unreal to watch. That building just went up, like just went off, man. Like my ears were ringing. It was ridiculous.
What lies beneath my friend Joey here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Go check out What Lies Beneath the Seattle Kraken podcast. Working on landing Kraken rum as the podcast sponsor because I'll need to be drinking to continue watching this level of hockey multiple times a week. Joey, I have some Kraken rum literally on my shelf in the other room here.
That's good rum.
I'm drinking Woodford right now, Joey, but I'm going to have to pour myself a glass of the Kraken tonight when the Minnesota Wild come away with the win there. Or should I say Rem Pitlick? Thanks for joining, Joey. Really appreciate it. If you haven't already, Joey, drop a like to the video and subscribe to the channel because Joey will be on here soon doing watch-alongs. You bet your ass he will. D-Pen, Minnesota wins the center depth by a landslide with Victor Rask in the lineup. Dumba should just be a forward and bring up Addison to replace him. Look, D, I love everything you just put there. I love everything you just put there. You late, Hoppy. You fucking late. I'll say that much. Donald, are you guys happy that the Coyotes went back to the Kachina full-time again and also other teams going back to the retros again, like the Sabres, Senators, and Flames? I like the Sabres reverse retro. I like the Senators. I like the Flames. And I like the Kachina. So sure, I'm happy with all those.
Yeah, those all are great looks. The Kachinas especially. I'm really hoping now that those are their full-time, that because they're their full-time jerseys, I can finally get my hands on one because those things are just gone as soon as they're available. Yeah. The Sabres going back to that royal blue look looks great. The Senators one, I have one of those as well. Those are beautiful jerseys, and the Flames ones as well. They're so great. Get rid of the flags on the shoulders. Those were annoying.
Marcus Foligno now in the box. So the Wild take another penalty. They go shorthanded again. And I mean, Seattle, they just found success on the power play just moments ago. So let's see if they can get it done again. I mean, Joey, and what lies beneath, you may not be sulking tonight if this power play can go well. What is it? Bath time for Hot Sam Bacho 1. What a name. Is this the best Zuccarello has looked with Minnesota? Have him on my fantasy team. He's been a little titty.
Litty titty.
Oh, litty titty. Sorry. I think this is the best Zuccarello we've seen with the Wild. Last year he played pretty damn good too, but the last 2 years he's been nursing injuries, right? Coming off of injuries, getting back to full health. This is definitely the Zuccarello we've seen on the Islanders or on the Rangers for sure back here. And I like the chemistry and friendship he has with Kaprizov. I mean, holy crap. I just saw that sequence with Seattle Kraken making the most of their power play here. They had a couple tic-tac-toe plays right in the slot. Cam Talbot doing outstanding work of keeping another goal out. Still keeping this a 2-goal lead for the Minnesota Wild.
Oh, that's close.
All power play. All power play. It's been that.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, right in the slot, and then just dig dirty in front of the net and hope it goes in. I mean, shoot, dang. You got to throw some dirty goals out there if Seattle wants to pull this one out, right? No longer a shutout. So what I meant for to. It's over. Eberle is a fifth goal for right wing since he entered the league. Underrated. Is fifth in goal. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he's underrated. I think we all know what he is. Like he's got a wicked shot, and I mean, he can play the Trotz game if needed. Thanks to everyone joining the live stream right now. We will have a post-game show. Every live stream we do giveaways. We got poll questions, and it's a comment-driven live stream. So you drive the bus, and we're really excited to sit shotgun here with you as you give us all these comments on the game and NHL wide. We really love it. Molster said, rip to my predictions, wanted a shutout so badly. Yeah, I can empathize. Obviously wanted to see a shutout too. There's only a few seconds left here on the power play for the Seattle Kraken. The Wild should be able to tighten it up and keep it at a 3-1 game, which I'm sure there's some predictions for a 3-1 victory. I'll have to check on my notes after this. NCAA rip mine as well. Hey, but that's what's fun about this, right? You got to be you got to be either strategic or go all in the beginning. And I'm confident that we're giving away this hat tonight. And if you come back to a live stream that's that I'm going to be hosting, you better believe there's going to be more contests. Woodford, you're a classy son of a bitch. Will do, fellas. Hey, it was a gift. This jersey, the Woodford, both gifts, but the Kraken rum, it is good. And the Kraken on ice, the official drink of the Seattle Kraken. No, Joey's awesome. If anybody hasn't listened to What Lies Beneath the Seattle Kraken podcast, go ahead and do so. Joey is a comedic genius. He is from Washington, but lives in New Orleans. So is new to hockey and is teamed up with an unbelievable co-host and Jeff as well, who's from Detroit and a big hockey guy. So them covering the Seattle Kraken is so unique compared to all the other, podcasts and media that are out there right now. They do a great job. So there's your plug, Joey. I better have gotten a subscription from that plug I just gave you there. That was like a minute ad. DraftKings doesn't even pay for all those. Andrew, dude, you heard that Rask is coming back to Boston? Oh, that Rask. Yeah. I thought you got me excited. I was like, Victor Rask is going to Boston. Woo! Avatar, don't be mad at me, but I've been an Avalanche fan since they came to Colorado. I'm not mad at you. The Avalanche in Colorado, they're a great organization, legendary organization. Peter Forsberg is one of the best players of all time. That Detroit Avalanche rivalry back in the day was insane. It was absolutely amazing. So I'm not mad at you at all. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm happy that fans are passionate about their teams. And that's in regards to the Avalanche, I imagine, beating the Vancouver Canucks the other night. Andrew B, you need some mods on here on your stream. Mods? For what? No one's going too bad, I don't think. No one's got out of hand. I mean, Jacob, he took a couple shots.
Just us when Pitlick got the hat trick, but
yeah. Rick Smith saying good game. I mean, is this for Vancouver? We still have a game here. We still have a game. There's 5 minutes left in this game. 3-1. 5-4 Vegas. That's what they're getting at. Vegas just scored. 11 minutes left. Though. Boys. Come on now. This is a Vegas Seattle stream here. No, I appreciate the updates. Rick Smith, what you doing tomorrow? Oh my God. Some of these I just have to leave in the chat. Again, keep the chat buzzing. We absolutely love it. There's a commercial break here with only 5 minutes left in this period. Nate, when do you think the goalie gets pulled, and what is Seattle's game plan in the final minutes of this game?
I feel like we're looking at it. I'll say the 2.5 minute mark is when we're getting it here, unless the score changes obviously before that. But and sorry, the second part of your question was
I don't even know what the second part of my question was. What do they have to do to get it done here? What's the game plan? I think that's what it was.
I think you said it perfectly earlier. Just, they have to get the dirty shots on net, right? Just, you just have to start throwing it at the net. You can't wait for the perfect opportunity.
And since we are in commercial, I'll take this question. Donald Weaver, I know this has nothing to do with hockey, but have you guys seen the Marvel movies, Eternals and Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings? Ooh, yeah. I want to say this. I thought that the Marvel movies have all been trashed since Spider-Man in 2000. That's just me. So I haven't seen it. I'm sorry. It's not my cup of tea.
Really? Damn, yeah, man. All right.
I watched a little bit of Avengers, and they had their invisible base in the sky, and I was like, this is gonna get shot down. 5 minutes later, got shot down. I'm like, I could do better writing than these chumps. Honestly, don't even get me started. They're trash. But I love that you're here, Donald, and I'm sure Nate's watched them. So you can.
I haven't seen the Eternals yet. I do want to watch it though. I did see Shang-Chi the night that it opened though, and I love that movie. It was great.
Okay, I might give Shang-Chi a chance. The Eternals,
Shang-Chi is good.
So the Eternals isn't getting my money at all. I mean, the stats guy went and saw it, so it's not for me, right?
Yeah,
right, James. James, I watched Eternal on Thursday. It was fan. Look, again, not my cup of tea. It's just not and I say this too, I'm not a Game of Thrones fan either. I've read the first 3 books. I've watched the first 2 seasons. I think it's garbage. That's just me. Rick said Boston goalie is a problem. I don't think Boston goalies is a problem. I mean, Rask is one of the best goaltenders still in the league, I think.
And there it is, 4-1. Man, okay.
Earlier
Wow,
than we expected, Nate. You said 2 minutes and 30 seconds. There's 5:04 left on the clock.
Twice as much or more. My God. All right.
So Nico Sturm gets the empty netter. How crazy would it have been if it was Rem Pitlick again?
That'd have been great.
Hoppy would have just fallen out of his fucking seat at that point.
Yeah.
So now it is a 4-1 game. And I'm telling you, the empty nets, they ruined the predictions because there were a ton of 3-1s.
Yeah.
There were a ton of 3-1s. I have them in front of me on a sheet. I'll have to look at them in the break before our post-game show here. But it's a 4-1 game for the Minnesota Wild. Richie, you're making some money tonight, buddy. You're making some money tonight. Andrew says, I like them. They are good in regards to Marvel movies. Again, to each their own. I'm not going to judge anybody here who likes them. They're just not my cup of tea. And I'll just say that. Avatar says Shang-Chi is on Disney Plus. Ooh, I have Disney Plus, so I should go check that out.
Yeah, I think it just got put up on Friday.
Okay.
I think just like yesterday or 2 days ago, actually. So,
Andrew saying, how about Harry Potter films and books? Read all the books. I've read them, the whole series through 3 times now, and I think the movies are great. Are there some things I would change? Absolutely, but I'm a picky nerd, so.
Yeah, I think I've read the book series 4 times, and I like the movies. My least favorite is Order of the Phoenix, but purely because they weren't able to add I felt like they had to cut a lot from the book because that's the longest one. It's like 706 pages or something like that.
Well, same with Goblet of Fire too. There's some things that you change. But no, again, so hockey stream, we won't go down the Harry Potter train. The cool thing about me is like when the books came out, like I was 11 when when the movies came out, rather, like I was 11 when Harry was 11. I was like 12, 13. So like their age exactly like coincided with me. So it was cool reading them growing up and being like, oh yeah, like, oh, now they're starting to kiss girls and drink. I'm kissing girls and drink. It was just funny that way.
I will say though, if you want some more Marvel or Harry Potter or Star Wars, that kind of talk, feel free to check us out at the Quack Report. We do talk about that kind of stuff quite a bit. So Carter and I are big fans of that.
Just watch Solo. And though I don't like Game of Thrones, Emilia Clarke is beautiful.
Yeah.
And wow. Solo was great.
Yeah.
Because of other things too. Yeah. But anyways, back to hockey here in the chats. I laughed my ass off. 5 minutes love Hackstall, man. Come on. Come on, as Ariel Helwani would say, right? That was way too. I mean, I don't even think Patrick. Well, I don't even think Patrick Wall would do it that early. Patrick Wall at least would wait for the 4 minute. Like, come on. I mean, I don't know. I'm personally not a fan of Hackstall coaching. I didn't think he did much in Philly. I know he's a college and North Dakota legend. It's very early here with the Kraken, but I'm giving him 2 years to at least even just do something before they not necessarily replace him, but entertain the next one. Have the next one in the farm team grooming sort of thing. Because unless he pulls a miracle next year, and a miracle doesn't even mean this team like dominating the playoffs or even make the playoffs, but is a good team. A good team on the right track, then maybe he stays. But I don't think he's the team he's the coach that gets that first run with this team in the playoffs. I think he's the interim. That's just my opinion.
I'll agree with that one. I honestly kind of wondered if they were gonna go for Gallant because he was available this summer, right? Like go with the guy who took like the first or like the last expansion team to the Stanley Cup final. So I thought that would have been great.
Oh, he took the money with the Rangers though, and you have to give props to him. When the Rangers roll in the Brinks truck for their coach, you take it. You take it. Dylan, who's the surprising teams that you that caught you guys at the start of the teams that has not had start of the teams? Okay, I get what you're saying there. What team surprised us? What teams, what teams didn't? I'd say the biggest surprise. I mean, Minnesota's start has honestly been a little bit surprising. I'm missing it's Calgary. Calgary's start was really surprising. I think just people wrote them off because they just had a bad year last year in the Poutine division. I still think they're a good team. Edmonton. I'm going to say I'm surprised. I love McDavid and Draisaitl. I think they're 2 of the best players in the league. But I didn't think that the team itself could win these many games thus far. I think they're going to come back down to earth though.
Yeah, I think the biggest surprise for me, and this might be even a little bit biased, was the Anaheim Ducks. Though they're currently, or
Yes,
last I'd seen, they're
that's what I was
still
thinking of.
in a division, like a playoff spot at the moment. There, um, yeah, it was just doom and gloom kind of last year for us there at the Quack Report, just talking about that team and whatnot. And but it was just kind of entertaining that going into training camp, Bob Murray, when he was still the GM, had finally used the word rebuild. And then the team is currently sitting second in the division there with 19 points, only 1 point behind Edmonton, but Edmonton does have 2 games in hand. So
Yeah, no, for sure. We'll go back to the comments here, and again, back to Anaheim. Like, they have one of the best prospect pools
oh
in
yeah,
the entire league.
100%. It's
It's
great.
amazing.
It's very promising there.
LA and Anaheim, I mean, they're gonna be wagons. Old man
Yeah.
Slav, he might just stick it out. That's Ryan Getzlaff, for those of you who don't know. Did you guys like the all or nothing Leaf stock? What team would you like them to fall if they did another one? I only want them to do it if it's HBO that is fucking producing it, because they are the best ones. They're the ones that get the most out of the Bruce Boudreau's, the most out of the John Tortorellas. The Peter Laviolettes, Dan Balsam, those were so good. The way that Amazon did it, like, again, I liked some of the behind the scenes, and to be honest, I've gained a lot of respect for Toronto's coach. He's a boss, and I really like the way that him.
I just screwed it up for somebody.
What a goal!
Oh.
Was that Johansson again? No,
that
was Wenberg.
Wenberg.
What a shot, Wesley! Is Wesley in the house? Because that was a snipe.
Damn.
Wow. Again, 59 seconds. Ooh. You have to get 2 goals. It's unrealistic, but and it nicked the shoulder of Talbot, so he got a piece of it, but not enough. Not enough. And no one on Wenberg there. I mean, a clean shot. So fair enough. And the lamp has been lit multiple times tonight. I love it. Where was I? Oh yeah. So the documentary. It's just not hard. It's just not grimy enough. You know, it goes to the Sheldon Keefe going nuts with the GM and them be really open to just some Nelk soundtrack. You know, some millennial house beats. You know, and it's nah, man, I don't know. I get throwing Justin Bieber in there because of Toronto, and that's fine. I get that, but it just needs to be better produced. If they brought it back like HBO, I don't care what team they follow. I really don't, because HBO is going to get the best out of everything cinematically and production wise for that. So that's my answer. I don't know, Nate, if you want to jump on that.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I did enjoy the documentary, but I totally see what you're saying about HBO doing it. That'd be great to see again, obviously. But
there's 2 of them they did, the Winter Classics, right? They did Leafs Detroit. No, maybe they did 3 actually. They did Leafs Detroit. They did Philly and the Rangers when Yager was on Philly, and then the best one, right? Pittsburgh Penguins, Washington Capitals.
Yeah.
Oh man.
A team I want to see them do it with. I think Colorado or Vegas would be interesting to watch.
Vegas would be good. Good. What's a team with a bunch of characters? That's one, right? Because Brizgalov was on the Philly one, and that's what made it, right? The universe.
Yeah. The universe. Humongous big.
Humongous big. Oh my god. Universe is so humongous big.
Team with characters. Okay, you know what? If it's this season, throw it to Arizona because you got Phil Kessel.
Yes. Yep. 100%. That's good. I like that one. Okay, let's get back to the comments. Again, it's a comment-driven stream. We love them all. You guys are driving the bus, and we'll read every single one. There's 42 seconds, or I guess 30-some seconds now left in this game. We will wrap up whatever comments we have here. Keep them coming, because on the other side, in the post-game show, we're basically going to keep going, and we'll hang up the skates once the comments dry up. You guys lead you guys lead the rest of the show here, and we really appreciate it. We will check the list of the entries and see if we have to do a draw for the hat. But again, a few whistles. They're just not letting this game just play out here. As Kevin Fiala there goes down on a trip or high stick or something, or is it just what is it called here? Trip, okay.
on Jared
All right,
McCann.
well, there you go. Minnesota Wild get another power play with 38 seconds left in this game. All right, so hitting up the comments. Andrew B, do I want another beer or not? I had 2 beers earlier tonight. I got a little bit of the Woodford. I got no beer, but hey, I recommend one more beer. It's Saturday. Have another beer. Molstar feeling at least one more empty net goal. Hey, I don't know now being on the power play, but when that comment came in, I could see where you're going.
Yeah.
They're buzzing. They're buzzing. Which do you guys like more, Marvel or DC? We're not going to get into that. Nate, do you want to just give the quick answer?
Marvel.
Okay, neither for me. Don't forget Hyman as well in Edmonton. He's doing so good there. He's so powerful. Yes, credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
It was a good signing. Love the player, hate the contract, but for now, it's okay. Little Perk saying, "Let's go Wild, baby! 4-2 win against the Seattle Kraken. Let's go." Andrew saying, "I need 3 goals." Vegas scored. It's over for Vancouver 6-4 for Fox Creek.
Oof.
Phil won't be there long. Referring to Phil Kessel in the Arizona Coyotes. Yeah, I mean, where do you think Phil Kessel's going to go, Hoppy? Where do you think he's going to go? Minnesota wrapped this one up. Final score 4-2. An exciting game. I mean, the Kraken, credit to them. They came back. Molster saying, "I Wild win. Let's go, Luke B. 4-2, baby." All right. Keep the comments coming. We're going to take a quick break. On the other side, again, it's a comment-driven stream and watch along. We'll hang up the skates when the comments dry up, so keep them coming. We want to hear your comments on the game. NHL news league-wide. We had some jersey talk. We want it all. We want it all here. And in this break, we will check out the entry list, and we'll see if we have to do a draw for this hat. Thanks to everyone tuning in to the watch along here. Minnesota Wild, Seattle Kraken. The Wild defeat the Kraken 4-2 here live on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. The post-game show is next here on the other side. And we are back live here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Isha Jerome alongside Nate Thomas, and the Wild come out of this one, the victors, a 4-2 win against the Seattle Kraken. The Kraken, made a game of it late in the third period, but this was the Rem Pitlick show. This was the Ryan Hartman show, and we will take all your comments, all your thoughts, all your predictions for what's coming up in the next week and next days in the National Hockey League here. It's a comment-driven stream, so you all drive the bus, and we'll get to all of your comments here momentarily. Now, Nate, man, I went over all the entries, and the The
Oh,
empty
no.
net, the empty net screwed some people up, but the Seattle Kraken scoring screwed some people up too. We had a ton of 4-1s, a 4-1 Wild wins.
No.
We had a bunch of 4-3 Wild wins, but no one had a 4-2 Wild win. I shit you not.
No.
I shit you not. I can't believe it. It's still alive. It lives on. So if you're new to the stream, if you're just joining us here on the post-game show, the next stream that either myself or Dylan do, usually Wild or Canucks, we have a contest, which basically we ask you in the YouTube chat here to predict the outcome of this game, the score, and who you think is going to win for a chance to win this hat. And no one has got any of our scores right in the last few games. Unbelievable. All right, let's go back to the comments here. Donald asks us, which players in the NHL do you guys think are dirty players? Is what I imagine. God, who's Radko Gudas? He's a piece of work. He's a dirty player still.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think he's the only one who really like has still like that. He's legit dirty. Oh, sorry. PK Subban's the other one. The Slewfoot King himself. Holy, like
yeah, he's been kind of going off this year with that.
You get it. Like I feel like it's the Oprah Winfrey meme. You get their gift. You get a Slewfoot. You get a Slewfoot. You get a Slewfoot. Like I feel like there should be a DraftKings over under on how many Slewfoots he's got next, and or who he's gonna Slewfoot next. Rather.
Right? Like, geez.
Promo code THPN. Let's go. Who do you think, Nate? I think Radko Gudas, in all seriousness, and based on this season, PK Subban.
I am not a fan whatsoever of Tom Wilson in Washington there.
Oh, yes. How could
not
I
a fan of him. No.
How could I forget my boy, Tom Wilson? Yeah, he's dirty as fuck, but I still love the player. 8-Bit Emerald Enzo. What up, 8-Bit? The Kraken are continuing their losing streak. What's wrong with them? I think we addressed this throughout the entire stream. It's that they're new. So
growing
just
pains.
It's a whole new program, growing pains. B, they don't have guys who could pull the trigger. They have Eberle, but Eberle's not elite. Eberle is great. He's not elite. And that's what it comes down to, because most of this game, and I mean, Wenberg had a beautiful shot there, but it's just in waves, and they're having trouble executing that offense heavy game. It's very much still old time hockey, clog up the neutral zone, pucks in deep, dump and chase. That's where I think their issues are. Sotapod saying, as long as it's not Philly or Chicago, we Gucci. Or Philadelphia or Chicago. The two teams Hoppy can't stand. And that's in regards to his boy Phil Kessel. My co-host on the Sotapod is a huge Phil Kessel fan.
Or is that maybe for who to do the next All or Nothing on?
Oh, we'll see.
Chicago. Oh my God, that would be an interesting one.
GG on the game, man. Andrew B. Vegas scored 7-4. It's overnight. 7-4. They're leaving Demko there, hung out to dry in Vancouver, Nate. What the hell are they doing to him?
Sounds like Mark Stone was back from what I could tell.
Oh,
I
wait.
could be wrong on
Little
that.
Perk put 4-2. Oh, holy fuck. You're right. You did. Thank you so much for noticing, Little Perk, because I would have totally forgot it and I would feel absolutely horrible. Okay. I don't know if you're on Twitter. Send me a DM on Twitter. If not, email me hello@thehockeypodcastnetwork.com. I'll write that in the chat. Email me all your information and we have a winner. We have a winner.
Love
Let's
it.
Full screen that bitch. Lil Perk 30. I'm sorry, because it was the last on my list, so I didn't see it. Quite frankly, I skipped over by mistake. You have won this hat courtesy of our friends at Gong Show Gear. Thank you for supporting the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Finally, we're able to give this hat away, which means on the next live stream, for those joining us, we will have a new giveaway prize. Again, Little Perk, I did mark it down. He said you didn't mark. I did mark it down. It was just right at the bottom, sandwiched between James and front row, and I was panicking there in the break. Okay, didn't have as much time as I thought. So, doing a lot of things here. You're the best. Thank you. I would have done a final check. Don't worry, as I always do on these. But you brought it up earlier, so thank you very much. And again, hit me up on Twitter @VI Sports Talk or the Hockey Podcast Network @HockeyPodNet, or again, email me hello@thesota.com. Oh my God. Hello at the hockeypodcastnetwork.com. I'm going to just write it down. We're getting so many comments in here. I will throw it in the chat for you here, little perk. But again, thank you for entering. Thanks everyone for entering. Luke B said 4-1. Gudis hurt his own teammate. Yeah, Gudis just is an absolute piece of scum. No, little perk, you're right. You did. I found it. Luke B, yeah, you had 4-1. I hate to say Nazem Kadri for your own team, but that is, I mean, he is dirty. Yeah, he's talented. I like his drive and fire, but yeah, he's definitely
there's a reason Toronto got rid of him, right?
Gus Buster, thank you for joining us all night, Gus. We appreciate it. Krakens look dysfunctional. Yeah, I mean, they did at times. I think for the most part, especially in the first period, I think is where they played their best hockey, despite actually not scoring 2 goals in the first period and the Wild scoring 1. They came out just with like a simple game plan, which was, again, clog up the neutral zone and play really man-to-man hard hockey, like physical hockey. I think just towards the end of the game, they just got probably tired, as any human does, and had to stray a little bit from that game plan. I don't know. Towards the end of the second period, parts of the third, yes, I will agree. But throughout the entire game, I don't know, Nate, if they were as dysfunctional as Gus maybe thinks here.
Yeah, not quite. I really like their second period. Honestly, they got they were very high up on the offense there during that second, so they were going.
James says Phil the Thrill will be a flame at the deadline. You think Phil Kessel's gonna go from Arizona to Calgary?
Well, okay, we know he likes his hot dogs. He's gonna go for the pocket dogs there in Calgary. That's what it is.
What? No, what the heck is that like hot dog place that plays the punk music on 17th? What the heck, James?
I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of it right now.
What the heck is the name of it? Someone in Calgary, please let me know. James would know. Dilly Dog, Top Dog, something like that. Damn, I need it. Fight in Vegas 7-4. Who's fighting? Well, this was fun. See you next time. NZA, thank you so much for joining, my man. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video. Hope you win the contest next time. But Little Perk, I'm glad Little Perk, he joined us on a couple other streams before, so I'm glad that he got rewarded. Tubby Dog, yes. Tubby Dog. That place is whack, man. The amount of hot dogs, the crazy hot dogs you can get there. I think even like one of Canada's Food Network shows did like a series on it, but they play like hardcore punk music, which is what I love. And like the staff are like pierced up, tatted up to the nines. It's amazing.
Yeah, this sounds like a place that I gotta go to enjoy some music, and sounds like a cheat day for me.
Well, it's right near Ship and Anchor. It's not far. Which Ship and Anchor is like the prime spot to go to on 7th Ave. I know my Calgary, boys. I know my Calgary. Donald Weaver, that Canucks jersey that you have behind you, I never liked the Stick and Rink logo. Plus, I never knew what the logo meant, and the Canucks had the worst jersey in NHL. Are you kidding me here? Donald, calm down here. Hey, original 1970 or like the 70s Stick and Rink, gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous. Beautiful, the Orca, sure, it's not everyone's cup of tea. I like it now that it doesn't say Vancouver over it, because like we know where it is. I like Indigenous art, so I dig the Orca, but that's just me. I will say the best jersey ever is the Prince Albert Raiders third jersey that was canceled this year by a bunch of white people who are speaking on our brown people's behalf. Come on, I would have worn that with pride. Prince Albert, do the right thing.
There was somebody I work with at Aesthetics who did manage to get one, actually. So, and he did send us some pictures. It's a nice looking jersey. I wasn't the one to be able to comment on any of that.
I went through a lot of the comments. There were like 400 angry white people to like 5 brown people who were like, we love them.
Yeah, and this guy was how you would describe it as brown. I'm not trying to
fair enough.
But yeah, he was kind of going with the same thing that you were talking about as well, of like, this is something that can represent me. So, but
and unlike, you know, some of the other professional sports logos that are out there, like it's not, I don't know, it's not over exaggerating. It's like, this was a, you know, Middle Eastern sultan warrior, you know, there's nothing disrespectful about it. But anyways, I always just have to throw that out there because I am appalled that was canceled because I
Yeah.
love it. I got to get my hands on one. Little Perk, thanks. I will send a DM on Twitter or Instagram if that's okay. I don't go on Instagram much, so at VI Sports Talk on Twitter. You can see it on the screen right now, or at HockeyPodNet. Either or is fine. Send me a DM. We'll connect, and we will get you this hat. So excited, Little Perk. You know, you've been really helping us out here, supporting us on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. I am very happy to give you this prize, and that doesn't mean you can't enter future ones as well. So there you go. Yes, James chiming in on the Tubby Dog.
Ooh.
So good. I got a bacon and egg on my hot dog last time. It was whack. You can get you can get dessert hot dogs, or you can get, like you said, breakfast hot dogs. You can get I don't know, one they had a Thai sandwich special. So it was like everything that you'd get in a Thai sandwich, or maybe it's wrong, Vietnamese sandwich, but they're very similar.
Yeah.
With the sprouts and things like that, and you got it as a hot dog. It was insane. It was absolutely insane.
This sounds like a place I have to hit up because the bacon and egg one. I'm a huge. I don't normally eat breakfast at breakfast time, but I love breakfast food.
Yeah.
So that sounds like a perfect thing.
I'm gonna have breakfast or dinner tonight. I'm telling you that much. Hoppy saying sold. Yeah, it's right across from the high school on 17th Ave. James, from Calgary, he knows. But I had a friend who lived at the end of 17th Ave, past the old music stores and stuff, where Dion got his car stolen, actually, from the Tim Hortons. I had a friend who lived had an apartment on the end. So being an 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid in Calgary, my friend living on 17th Ave, oh my God, man, it was just nuts.
Nice.
It was absolutely nuts. Andrew's like, damn, I need that. Andrew, you will have opportunity to win some more amazing swag, and memorabilia, and maybe even gift cards, all sorts of great prizes here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Just no mayo, no Miracle Whip.
I saw that comment and I'm like, I don't know if that's directed at me or just in general.
100% at you. He knows. He knows. What's your favorite fast food restaurant? Ooh, that's interesting. Donald, are you in Canada? Because this will change everything.
Yeah,
if you
definitely
want.
will change it.
In the States, I haven't dabbled too much, so I'm not really gonna answer. Canada, I like A&W. I think they have the best taste in burgers. Can't go wrong with A&W.
Yeah, I could definitely go with A&W, or I don't know. This one always seems to be a hot take, but Burger King. I really enjoy that.
Get off the street.
I don't know.
It's so bad. It's so bad, Nate.
What I want to do,
so bad.
What I want to do one time though is do the ultimate kind of favorites of fast food places. So get toppings from one place and the burger from another, and the side from another place. Yeah, exactly. So I'd love to do that.
Burger King has fallen off, and maybe it's just the one in Nanaimo. It's absolute trash. It's disgusting. They're basically giving away free food to try to get people in the door. It's atrocious. But anyways, I'll put for Wendy's too. I like the square patties.
Ooh, yeah,
I'm a Wendy's fan.
Good.
You know what takes the cake though, and people outside of British Columbia won't really know this, but White Spot Triple O's, baby. You can't fucking beat those burgers. Ron Toigo and the boys, Vancouver Giants owner. Let's go. They literally have the White Spot jersey night. It's unbelievable with the WHL. But in all seriousness, all the BC ferries, they have the White Spot Triple O burgers, and now they're starting to pop up as just drive-throughs around BC.
Oh,
they're unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
Nice. Sounds good.
Avatar, Thailand is such a beautiful country. I was there twice while in the military. Oh, well, thank you for your service. I know Remembrance Day has just passed. I got Don Cherry here with the poppy. But yeah, again, thank you for your service. That's amazing. And Thailand is such a beautiful country. I haven't gone there. I've had a couple friends do the Thailand trip. Nothing but amazing stories, and they brought me back a Chang beer tank top. So I feel like I've already been there, right?
I had a chance to go there, but I wasn't able to afford it. It was for my uncle's wedding. So
no, nice. Donald's saying, I live in the United States, guys. Okay, well, see, you are the mecca of fast food, right? You have stuff that we couldn't even dream of up here in Canada. So give me your top 3, and I'll tell you if I've had them. I've been to Jack in the Box. I've been to, is Fat Burger American? I think there's some in Canada too.
Yeah, there are some in Canada, but
I've been to Fat Burger. In-N-Out is very good. I'll give it to you there. Have not been to White Castle, despite maybe indulging in the hippie lettuce myself back in the day, and watching Harold and Kumar. I've never been to White Castle. I've seen at Costco, They have the freaking frozen White Castle burgers up. I'm like,
Dude,
that's disgusting.
they have them at the Circle K's as well. Okay, quick story time.
Okay, by the way, Max, did that happen to you guys too? Max in Canada turned into Circle K. And I just
Circle
can't
K
stop
now.
thinking about from freaking oh god, what's the movie now? Keanu Reeves. Bill and Ted at the Circle K.
But yeah, a buddy of mine, I haven't tried like White Castle in the States either. And it's purely because a buddy of mine had bought those frozen ones at the Circle K, and he had microwaved them and that. And we were sitting in his SUV where he had his stinky hockey gear, which like I'm kind of used to the smell of gear in general, but like it was pretty rank. We'll call it that. Man, he opens this bag up and it just consumed the entire SUV and it smelled disgusting, honestly. And I'm like, nope, I can't do it. Nope, won't do it.
Real thing or nothing. I'm excited to hear Donald's picks there.
Yeah.
Andrew saying, Nate, you and I eat breakfast because we're on a diet. I don't know if breakfast food is diet food. I mean, it's like bacon, eggs, and toast. I mean, here on the island, we go turkey sausage because that's, we're like hipster out here, I guess.
But I like turkey sausage.
I like turkey. Turkey, like turkey bacon. It's fine, but it's not a replacement. Like if someone gives me turkey bacon, I'll eat it. I like it. But if it's one or the other, like you're going all natural. You're going with the swine. Like come on now.
The butterball turkey bacon is definitely the best.
Oh my god, absolutely. The Elder Canucks lose 7-4 Green is on tonight. Then Benning needs to go. Benning needs to go and Green. Like again, I know how much the Elder hates Green, and I love it. And I tell him to bring the heat every time. For me, it's Jim Benning is the issue first and foremost. Green is just a byproduct of all of that. If Green has to go, whatever. Bring in Bruce Boudreau. Bring in an entire new management. Let's go, baby. Avatar saying Arby's is mine. Arby's. I remember when I was a kid. When I was a kid, Arby's was really good. Now it's hard to. There's none on Vancouver Island, where I'm from, so I'd have to go to Vancouver to find one. In Prince George, it was an Arby's. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, I think there's two here. There's one on the south side, so it's like a 10-minute drive from me. And there's two on the south side, but they're both like kind of opposite ends of the south. So, but either way, they're like 10, 15-minute drives for me. So, but I love Arby's. If I'm able to get some, I will get some. Those curly fries.
Those curly fries, man.
Yeah.
So good. Harvey's is good. So good as McDonald's. Harvey's. Okay.
We just lost our Harvey's actually this summer.
Really?
Yeah. There was the one here, and I think
there's
now
not
the
one
closest
here.
one is, I think like the most south in Alberta, you have to go for a Harvey. Like it's Calgary.
Yeah.
Like that's how far north you have to travel at
That's
this point.
hilarious.
For me, so.
Rickson, Montana's best ribs for a chain. Mine is way just saying, hey, for a chain, yes.
Yeah, Montana's is pretty
for
good.
For a chain, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, when they do the all you can eat ones, man. I think I had one sitting that I did 30. It was my birthday, and my grandparents
and you just let loose.
My grandparents knew I wanted ribs. They're like, okay, we'll pay for the all you can eat. And yeah, I made sure the money was worth it.
I did chicken wings, not at Montana's, but at Kelsey's, for those in Canada who know.
Yeah.
I hit, it was either 45 or 50, but I was so sick for the next 3 days. I was like 16. And my parents made me go to school as a punishment. They're like, you idiots, you ate all this meat. Like, yeah, you're going to be puking at school. We don't want to deal with it. Mary Brown's are popping up everywhere. One just popped up in Nanaimo. That's some damn good chicken at Mary Brown's.
Yeah, Mary
and those
Brown's.
wedges.
Yeah. Have you guys gotten to Popeyes yet?
No.
That's good.
I've had Popeyes. Like I've done my California trip, so I've gone to a bunch of them, Popeyes included. And Jack in the Box I really like too, but apparently like the US just the Americans roll their eyes at me whenever I bring up Jack in the Box. I have a few audio cassettes from Thailand which were 4 for $1. What albums are we talking?
Yeah, what are we talking here?
We're like Dookie, Green Day, and like Dude Ranch, Blink 182, because like those are the last cassettes I literally bought.
Please.
Keep the comments coming for a little bit longer. As soon as they dry up, we'll hang up the skates tonight as we are far past this Wild and Kraken game now, talking about fast food here. A little perk says, rip Max Burger King. Yes, RP Max, love it. Burger King Canada is so gross. No one goes there. Yeah, Little Perk, speaking my language. I swear, Little Perk is in my backyard in Vancouver Island. Donnell Weaver, I heard that you said that you want to see my Adidas jersey Where do I send it? To the Twitter page or the email? The Twitter page, at HockeyPodNet. We'll all see it then, and we'll retweet it and share. Mary Brown's best legs in town. Oh, here we go. My top fast food restaurants is McDonald's, Burger King, Popeyes, and White Castle. Look, we hit them all. We hit all those here on this conversation. I love it.
See, I will say the one thing that the McDonald's has that is better than the Canadian, or like the American version, I guess better than the Canadian, is their all-day breakfast is literally everything on the breakfast menu.
They don't take out the hash brown.
They take out the hash brown at 11 o'clock. It's like, dude, that's when I'm getting up, like on a weekend. Come on, get out of here.
Well, and US, you can get like literally 100 nuggets for like $20. In Canada, it's like $15 for 10 of them. Like, come on now, get it together.
If the all-day breakfast was the same in Canada as it is the States, I probably would only get McDoubles as like a drunken snack kind of thing.
I know.
It'd be the breakfast burritos for me. I love those things. So good.
Okay. I'm, if I'm like after a night of Woodford, it's a McGriddle, but that's just because I need the calories. Like, get me as many calories in me as possible. Very basic egg McMuffin guy. The ham.
Have you done the chicken McGriddle?
No.
It's like the perfect amount of like sweet and spicy.
Okay. It was a little. I'm like, I like my breakfast a certain way. I mean, not a certain. I'm not picky. I like the traditional breakfast. So like, if there's gonna be chicken in my breakfast, there has to be waffles. Let's just say that.
That's fair.
Popeyes is so good.
Yes, James. 100%.
Daniel's saying, "What is Harvey's? Never heard of it. Must be Canadian."
Yeah, it's a Canadian thing.
We have one here in Canada. Here the cassette tape. Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, Van Halen, and Guns N' Roses. I love it. Unbelievable. Almost saw Aerosmith in concert. That was the year. When the lead singer's name is escaping. What's the lead singer's name again?
Steven Tyler.
Yeah, Steven Tyler fell off the stage. That in 2012 or 13 or whatever. That's when I was supposed to go. And you know what's funny? I was supposed to then go to Lenny Kravitz after because they were both coming to Victoria. He got sick, like bad sick, and then I couldn't see it. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. In like a 2 months it was Lenny Kravitz on the whatever tour, the Love Something album, like 2008 it came out. Wicked album. Black and white album cover. Really good, just rock album. But yeah, I missed that one and Aerosmith. Back in high school.
I've seen Van Halen and I've seen Guns N' Roses as well.
Nice.
And the Guns N' Roses was like that reunion tour as well with Slash and Duff McKay. So
that's good.
Yeah, they were great shows. So much fun.
I've seen Kiss 4 times now. That's my
that's a
as someone who was born in 1993, who's part of the Kiss Army and has seen them 4 times. I mean, come on.
Nice.
Not Tim's yet. I'm still here. Oh, that's funny.
I actually was gonna ask you, do you collect the hockey cards at all?
From Tim's?
Yeah.
I'm going to this year. I'm in phase. I don't do it all the time. But this year I think I will.
I had my parents send up a care package with 20 packs of these hockey cards, as well as like I've been buying some others, but I was like, you know what? This is the year I'm actually not going to try to complete the collection. I'm like, I'll try to, spend that money on jerseys or something like that. Go. But this here, I got it.
Here we go. Here we go.
This is just the base set alone, what I got so far.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then there's still like the specialty inserts as well. And there's some cool ones in here, actually. Like that's the stack there. There's the one in here specifically that is an awesome card. Where did it go here? Yes, they have these Hockey Heroes ones that are the hologram ones. And so you got like the Connor McDavid here. If it'll work here, or which way does it go?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah,
they look like the old McDonald's ones, no?
Well, and that's actually where it started from. So it was once McDonald's had dropped it, people just wanted them back, and they were petitioning for Tim Hortons to pick it up, and they did. So it is a continuation from the McDonald's ones.
And I had a friend. I mean, he's not a friend; he's someone I know through social media. Calling him a friend is a stretch, but he's one of the 2 green men, Adam Force. And he works in, Vancouver radio. And in the pandemic, what he would do every day was he found an old box of unopened McDonald's hockey cards. And he did just like a pack opening once a week. Man, what a throwback. Some of these cards that he got. Unbelievable stuff.
I have it somewhere, but I do have the Crosby draft card from McDonald's.
Oh,
It's him like with his draft day picture. So
that's one of the
and
last things. Like McDonald's dropped it not too much longer after that.
yeah, I
Like,
think it was only like a year after.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, I have that card. The last I checked on it, and that was a couple years ago. Like mint was maybe $50 or something like that. So
It's pretty good.
yeah, I gotta find it somewhere.
Nice, man. All right, we'll get to the last of the comments here, then wrap things up. All you guys making me hungry, dude. I know, man. Like I had
Yeah,
lunch,
I'm
haven't
even
had dinner.
feeling it right
Yeah,
now.
Nate's just a beauty. I gotta give him a shout out here. Right after work, jumps on this, or right after running errands and whatnot, just jumps on this live stream. So really appreciate it, buddy. This has been a lot of fun. I know we've been going over 3 hours now, and
Yeah, it's been good.
it's been so much fun. And again, credit to the comments and everyone joining us here. I mean, you all have been driving the bus tonight. I keep forgetting that we just watched a hockey game because of all the things we've been talking about: jerseys, fast food, Marvel, records, bands. You know, it's unbelievable. Avatar saying I've been to 2 concerts, Weird Al and 3 Doors Down. Now, for only going to 2 concerts, bravo. I mean, those are 2 awesome ones. I've never seen Weird Al. I've seen 3 Doors Down. I've been to more concerts than I can count. I have I'm one of those. I have one of those, a massive Ziploc bag of all the tickets. Like I said, I've seen Kiss 4 times. I've seen John Mayer like 3 times. I've gone to, and like I'm more of a concert versus festival guy. I'd rather see a nice opener, like two local band opener, the opener, and then the main event sort of thing. I'm not like, for me, going to a festival isn't a concert. It's not as intimate. I don't keep the ticket stub from a festival sort of thing. I'll keep a ticket stub from a concert. But my last big favorite concert I went to, actually the last 2 were both in Calgary. And I say, like, I don't like the festival vibe, but I will say at the Calgary Stampede at the Coke stage, you get an actual concert vibe. Seeing Matt Good there was unbelievable. Matthew Good's one of my favorite musicians, Canadian musicians of all time. And then I saw at the Saddle Dome, and it wasn't like an opener and main I was gonna say main event, main card, main band, you know, the headliner. I've been watching too much UFC today, but it was Rod Stewart and Carlos Santana. Rod Stewart did an hour and a half. Santana did an hour and a half, and then they did half an hour together at the end. That was amazing.
That's cool.
At the Dome, which sucked because the Dome has like the worst acoustics because it's literally a saddle, but I'll take it. I also saw Iron Maiden at the Dome, but I drank way too many heroin beers and unfortunately passed out halfway through, which I'm still kicking myself today because Iron Maiden was one of the greatest bands of all time.
I think the best show that I saw was also at the Saddle Dome. It was in 2015, the Foo Fighters. And that was after Dave Grohl had broken his leg. So he had the throne there and had his leg up and everything like that. I don't keep too many concert videos. Like I'll post them to my social so I can go back and find them or whatever. I still have, though, the recording of my favorite song of the Foo Fighters, My Hero, and they did it acoustic.
Nice.
And I filmed that entire song, and I still have that saved in my photo gallery. That was an amazing show. They played for like 3 hours.
I love them.
And there was this little known band that opened up for them. 2 British guys, Royal Blood was the opener for that show.
Love Royal Blood.
And
love Royal Blood.
Like I was watching them play, like not knowing anything about them at the time. And I'm like, kind of like a few songs in and realizing there's no guitar player up there. And
distorted
like
bass. Oh,
yeah. And then
so
I just I dove in and like just kind of tried to research actually the way that he does it. Cause Carter
Octave
that I talked
higher,
about,
right?
he has runs it through like a channel split or something like that, or like a signal splitter that goes 3 different directions. So he has 2 guitar amps and then his normal bass one. But I tried to implement something similar with my band with Carter, who I co-host the Quack Report with, because we're just a 2-man band also. So I was trying to do something similar with that. So I was trying to learn from there. But
you must have been so inspired by them because
it was so sweet.
They're so good. They're like a flashback to my college days, like all Royal Blood all day, every day writing papers. Like I love that band, dude. I absolutely love that band. I didn't believe my friend when he was like, "There's no guitar." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, man. I've listened to music. This is a guitar." And and then I went and saw them actually in Victoria. They came for a show, and I was like, "Oh my god, they are."
It's not,
no. And I've seen the Black Keys a bunch of times too. You know, shout out to Black Keys. I mean, I could do a whole live stream on music, and Nate and I probably will sometime, but no, but for sure. If you guys heard about the shooting of the Travis Scott concert, yeah, I did. I heard that there was shooting. Some people got trampled. I heard that he's helping out the families of those involved. So shout out to him. But yeah, that was such a mess, and the heart goes out to everybody there.
Yeah.
Kiss Army stickers all over my old system stack. Will love it. Absolutely love it, Rick. I mean, shout out Kiss Army. They're quirky, but like they are rock and roll. Yeah. Like, I mean, who doesn't get fired up for Love Gun? Like, you know, you're listening to that song. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You know, whether you're making love or going out on the town, you're playing Love Gun, you're getting jacked.
Exactly.
James Too Young for Kiss says, Stampede, shout out. You love to see it. Hell yeah, brother. You know what's funny is other than going to a concert at the Coke stage, my favorite part of Stampede when living in Calgary was not even going to the grounds. It was just going downtown, 7th Ave, shout out 7th Ave Pizza, 17th Ave, and just the vibe. Like the city was literally buzzing. You know, people from Finland, Sweden, Germany, everyone all around the world coming to Calgary for that week. Man, the amount of people I met at the randomest little, you know, dinky bars or like the places I never would have expected to meet such these amazing people and share these cool moments with was just because of Stampede, not necessarily at Stampede. So yeah, shout out to the Calgary Stampede. Last two comments here, then we'll hang things up. Okay, last three because Donald sent one more. Sweet concerts are sick. I went to George Thorogood. Ooh. Very nice, very nice. I'm sure Rick has like some amazing concert stories too. Have you heard King Diamond? Sounds familiar. I have not heard. I can't say confidently yes though.
Yeah, I can't either. I'll have to check them out.
And we're the music people. Okay, we'll check them out. We'll get back to you on the next stream. Okay. Donald, I sent photos of my Adidas jerseys and a message to the page. Is that okay? Or just have to tweet to the page? Look, that's okay. That's cool. I'll share them with Nate. I'll forward them to Nate for sure.
Yeah, love that kind of stuff. There was even a meme going around on Flames Twitter that it was like somebody posts a new jersey and then it was like, and it's just like it tagged me specifically, Nate, and it's just my like happy face basically. So
I love that one. Like
I love jerseys.
You're like a meme now. And I say that with love.
I am a meme on Flames Twitter in the network circles. I'm just a big old meme.
Yeah, you are in the network circles. You were the Miracle Whip man, and you were the happy face on Flames. You're never gonna let that down, man. That was nuts. Nate ate like a piece of bread.
It was a ridiculous amount. I will admit to that. That's not what I did when I was a kid. I promise you.
Oh man,
I did that purely just to see Nick squirm.
and squirm he did. All right, let's wrap this sucker up again. The Minnesota Wild defeat the Seattle Kraken 4-2 this evening. What a fun stream tonight. Again, thanks to everyone joining us in the chat. It was buzzing. We talked about so much more than just hockey. Like I was just saying, like I forgot there was a freaking game on, half an hour ago. It was the Rem Pitlick and Ryan Hartman show. I cannot wait to get on Twitter again, Wild Twitter, and just see what everyone's posting. See, people have deleted their tweets from yesterday. Yes, that's right, crease and assist. I know you're one of them. Nate, before we sign off, though, where can the folks find you? And again, plug away the work you do here on the Hockey Podcast Network.
Yeah, so you can catch my show along with Carter Potts, the Quack Reports, here on the Hockey Podcast Network. We have our own YouTube channel as well, just the Quack Report or Quack Report Pod. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and I believe we still have TikTok. Haven't posted much to that lately, but definitely check it out there. And for myself personally, you can find me on Twitter for jersey takes, memes, whether it's of me or whatever else. Ducks and Flames content as well at Tate Nomas, TATENHOMAS.
And you find myself at VI Sports Talk. Again, get in on the poll question. We didn't have a lot of interaction on it tonight, but hey, that's okay. We had the chat buzzing, so that's all good. It'll be up for another 24 hours though, so check that out. I got a ton of projects, so if you're still listening or you're tuning in here, check me out at the Soda Pod, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube now. The Soda Pod, it's its own little thing now. 5 days a week, there's content coming out of that bad boy. Mondays, Hoppy and I talk about the Minnesota Wild. Tuesday, we have a prospect show with Spokes Z from Twitter. Wednesday, it's usually we just drop an interview we have either with a brewery or a figure in Minnesota hockey. Thursday, it's craft beer, and Friday, it's all MNCAA. That's right, a show on all six. That's right, 6D1. NCAA Minnesota State team. So much out of the Soda Pod. Again, support the Hockey Podcast Network, thehockeypodcastnetwork.com. There is a podcast covering every team in the National Hockey League, plus all the niche content that you can digest. We got Terry Ryan's show on there. We got Darren in the Fourth Line Voice. We got them all on the Hockey Podcast Network. And on a very personal note, and I'd really appreciate it, check me out on YouTube, The City Life Project. My old band that formed in Calgary, of all places, has reunited on Vancouver Island. We started a vlog channel to just document us, well, recording our next 2 records together and everything we do in between. So again, humble plug there. Go check that out, The City Life Project. What are we talking about? I subbed to the channel. Thanks, Andrew. Really appreciate it. Oh, you subbed to that channel? You subbed to the City Life Project? Oh, man, you are a beauty. All right. That about wraps things up again tonight. Again, Seattle, Minnesota game. This has been awesome. Nate, again, thank you so much for your time, man. This was a blast.
Thanks again for having me on. And yeah, definitely look more for me on these watch-alongs. I'll be trying to do a few more here in the future.
There we go. I'm not on tomorrow night for Canucks game. I don't know if there's going to be a filler, but we will be back again at least 5 days a week. 5 days a week on this channel. We will have watch-alongs and custom videos for you. So until then, we'll catch you on the rebound. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.